Okay, here we are. I've went vertical. What life? Yeah, I see chat now. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me drop this. Can I do this? Can I do this proper now? KP Heathen, what's up? Cha cha. All right, here we go. Boom, boom. Echo. Nanya. Man, what's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I got one line of text, one line of chat, just one fucking line. There's like I'm on my phone, so there's all kinds of bullshit going on. So, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations, you survived the week. The weekend is now yours. That's right. Please hit that thumbs down button and fuck you. That's right. Thumbs down, fuck you. That's right. Chicken Texas, formerly known as Prepper Chicken Texas. Now she's just chicken in Texas. You got chickens in Texas. Everybody's got chicken. I'm extremely tired. Extremely just fuck you. Really am. Like I said before, it's taken me like an hour or two, seriously, to get online, and we had to do it through internet shenanigans. Yeah, I had to call tech support, and so yeah, rescue. What's up? Yeah, so if I miss anybody, Ghost, Rooster, Teresa, Blackbird. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Next Friday, 13th is February 2026. What? Really? That's amazing. That's amazing. Moon Sprouts, what's going on? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Don't push the button. I did push the button. And all hell broke loose. Whoa, hey, see what I mean? I just pushed the button. Now I got lighting. How do I look? What's that? See, I take my damn solar flares. Yeah, right, Wildlife? I don't know if that's it or not. I don't know. What's that? That's some yellow light. I don't like the light. I think the light works. My eyes hurt. So how y'all doing? Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations, you survived the week. The weekend is now yours. DJ, happy something. I don't know, DJ. I missed it. Happy International Axe Throwing Day. What? Man, that's awesome. I want to throw some axes. Yeah, I'm feeling very lackluster. Congratulations, you survived the week. The weekend is now yours. I literally survived the week. This week tried to kill me. It really did. Cha-cha. Rooster, brother Rooster. Joe, it literally tried to kill me. But you know what? Hey, the weekend is now yours. Unless I hear that a lot of shenanigans are going to happen. They're going to try to take our weekend away from us. I don't know. Kind of pissed off about that. I canceled some things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to a vet fest. But I said, you know what? Let's err on the side of caution. Yeah, the whole No King's Day, right thing. That thing, right? So No King's Day protest bullshit. Yeah, and so of course we've got as Trent would say, Isaac and Ishmael throwing bottle rockets at each other. You know, but I have to say, and I did watch some of the footage. Man, when the Israelis say they want to do something, they do it. And I watched the footage, man. They just flew in fucking just sorties. Boom, 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 just dropping targets left and right, you know. I think the first wave was like 30 fucking targets. Just boom. Really, Cha-Cha. Wow, yeah, that's wise. I mean, you know. And it's kind of fucked up though. You know what I'm saying? It's Flag Day. It's Father's Day. It's Flag Day. This is a big weekend, right? And so a few fucking douchebags, douche canoes, are scaring everybody to stay home. and so that they can, because they're going to be running around doing shit. I think we should have our own little protest, but nobody wants to do that. No, nobody's going to, get out there and say, "Fuck you." We're gonna have a cookout. Fuck you. We're gonna have a parade. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that American spirit of "fuck you"? I mean, seriously, seriously. I mean, we have a history of defiance. So, and we all know that this whole protest bullshit is some communist crap. It is. It's straight up communism. They're trying to push. What's up, PA, EMT? What's up, brother? Good to see you. And I did meet this guy. I met him and his marvelous mustache and mountain pies. Yes, and great beer. Thank you. I finished that 6-pack PA EMT. That was some really good beer. I thank you. Yes. It's a shame you couldn't stay longer. Canajan, what's going on? So yeah, folks, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations, you survived the week. The weekend is now yours. Please hit that thumbs down button and fuck you. That's right, thumbs down, fuck you. Press 1 if you're not wearing pants. Press 2 if you're not wearing a top. Press 3 if you're butt ass naked. Press 4 if you're just wearing a top hat. Press 5 if you're just wearing a tutu. Press 6 if you're just wearing some a gas mask and some steel toe boots. So, man, we know what you do. You come in the house, Wolfang metaphor. But man, we know what you do. You come in the house, you kick off your boots. You go ahead and drop your trowel, your nasty ass pants. Take those safety goggles off because you wore them home in the commute. What's up, lawfully armed? Go ahead and set your nasty ass on the woman's side of the couch. Prop your feet up and grab yourself a tasty beverage. Congratulations, you survived the week. Skull. Women, we know what you do. You do something similar. What's up, Holly? You come in the house, you kick off those medieval torture devices you call shoes. You might drop your pants or your skirt, whatever you're wearing. Go ahead and men go to shirt cock it, women go to shirt vag it. Go ahead and prop your nasty tush on the man side, kind of squish it in there, right? Kind of roll it around there so they get that smell. What the hell is that smell, right? Go ahead and prop your nasty tush on the male side. Go ahead, ladies, go ahead and grab yourself a tasty beverage. Yes, I forget the most important part. You take your purse, you throw it in the general vicinity of the couch. Of course, it all spills out, and all your expensive makeup stains everything. You go, fuck my life, right? You drop your shoulders. Somehow, some way, ladies, you find relief underneath your arm because shooting out your bra hits the wall, hits the cat. Cat goes meow, sits in the bowl, and promptly licks himself clean. Ladies, go ahead and grab yourself a tasty beverage. Congratulations, you survived the week. Let's go. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays, folks. I took an early pension. Oh man, that's awesome. That is good stuff, bro. Let's see if we can do this thing again. Anybody wants to come up, please feel free. I got this. I got this all figured out. Hell yeah. And I had some technical support. Thank you, technical support. Mine is a fertile garden. It will grow anything you wish to plant. Beautiful flowers or weeds. The only difference between soul and soul is you and I. What? Wildlife. That's what's up. That's pretty good. Yep. Yeah, your mind's like a garden. You decide what you want to grow in it. And you know what? Sometimes some weeds are needed. I'm just saying. Sometimes weed in your garden is okay. Sometimes you're going to bug out. I did bug out. I did. I've bugged out, bugged in, whatever you want to say, however you wish to say it. It goes Lincoln. Thinking. Yeah. Your mind is like a garden. You decide, right? And you can fertilize it with whatever you want. You want to put fish shit in there. Yeah, I do too, Holly. There's a lot of purple going on around here. Yes. So I cannot make it to the Missouri bug out. No, I wanted to, I really did. But I'm knee deep in some shit here that requires my attention. So I cannot go, and I've got to pay. I got to pay a lot of bills, so I wouldn't be able to. Basically, I would be able to if I left at as soon as I got off of work, which was late. Um, I would have had to drive 13 hours, get there, hang out for possibly a day, and then drive back. As soon as possible. So it just and sleep in between all that time. So it just it and of course fill up the beast a few times. That would have sucked really bad, and I probably wouldn't have had the money. Once I crunched the numbers, I was like, oh shit. Even though I get like 400 something miles to the tank on my on Bertha, um, it wouldn't have allowed me to get there and back. So I said, okay, fine. I'll just pay the bills that I have to pay so I can uh, take care of shit, do some adulting. It sucks, but it is what it is. So, and I really wanted to go. I really do. It's my brothers and sisters out there. I've been knowing for years, and I've only met just a few. What's up, Rage in the Cage? What's going on, man? And yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't been doing Everyday Never Forgets. I haven't been doing live streams. My life has been kind of hectic and chaotic, but it's for the good. There's a madness to my method, right? So I'm getting a lot of training at work. It's requiring a lot of my attention and things of that nature. Half-ass ready. Uh, what's going on, brother? So what's up, rescue? I have no audio. That's
What's up, brother?
why I have. Hey, there it is. I can hear you.
I didn't say
Yes,
nothing. I was just waiting. I didn't know if I had to wait for mine to catch up.
right on, right on. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Oh, hey, it's another day in paradise. It's been a good day, actually. Little man pretty much wore me out today. Son, he was full
Oh,
force today.
little man, yes, yes. He keeps us young, huh?
Shoot, yeah,
Yeah.
he keeps me going. I love it. What's up, everybody in chat? Hope everybody's been having a great day. Tomorrow, yeah, it's the Army's 250th birthday.
Oh, damn.
Yep,
Congratulations. Yes. Happy birthday.
June
Wow.
14th, 1775.
June 14th, huh? Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's cause for a celebration, right?
Well, that's the
Um,
parade. See, that's really
that's
what the
the
parade's all
parade,
about.
right? Yes.
They've
Yes.
spun it into this Trump's birthday thing. And there's the little fat electrician dude. He did a good little funny one, I thought. He kind of said, man, can you believe this? Trump's doing a parade for his birthday. But of course, if you believe that his mom actually held off giving birth until it was on the birthday of the United States Army, yeah, it's just a coincidence. Retards, get real. And then I was like, yeah, check him out. He just calls them out.
Oh yeah, they're gonna spin it however they wish. You know what I mean? However they can. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
That's
Uh,
it.
they're really good at that. Just throwing shade, throwing dirt, throwing mud. Just trying to fuck everything up. You know.
Just throw a wrench in
Um,
shit. They just want to cause you to take your eyes off of the good stuff and worry about something. Bam, they scored.
right. It's all about disruption. You know. What's up?
I am the
What's up,
Yoda.
Stella? That's Stella. What's up, Stella? Yeah, Stella and Rage. Rage has been, uh, going through his TBI stuff, his TBI protocol, whatever they call it in Canada. I don't know. He's probably mainlining maple syrup and scotch. Ooh, that would be a good maple syrup and scotch.
Oh, dude. Hey, so yesterday was the missus's birthday. So we went out to eat.
Happy
Well,
birthday.
dude, I got turned on to this little drink and I thought, man, yeah, I went ahead and she goes, you sure? And I go, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I don't care. So I had a couple, dude, it was lemonade and blackberry crown. I didn't even know they made a blackberry crown.
Blackberry crown. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Lemonade and blackberry crown. And dude, that was the shit.
It's really, really good. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I like some, you know, I don't, wow. And wow, wait a minute. That rescue, that means that, wow, dude, you just took a drink, just one drink, and you enjoyed it.
Well, actually, I had two because I did like the first one. So I got.
What's up, Ghost? But you stopped at two.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, man. Wow.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What's up, Ghost?
What's up, Rescue? What's up?
What are we doing? We swamp egging. What is it? Swamp ass.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Awareness Month.
Awareness Month. Oh.
Swamp Ass Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a tasty beverage. Ghost Rescue, take over. I gotta grab a drink. I need water or something.
Well, you know, I gotta say he set us up for failure because now he leaves and there's nothing on the screen. I mean, I guess a pin board. The chair's been gone a dozen times, so there's nothing else.
Yeah, he got to work on that backdrop. It's horrible. Fucking slacking, man. I don't know what to tell you.
So how's your week been, Ghost? You off and running?
5 days a Monday.
Wow.
That's basically been my week. 5 days a Monday.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
But it's to be expected in my field. So it'd just be nice to only have maybe 4 Mondays in a row.
Hey, man, if I live closer, give me a couple more months. I'll come work for you.
That'd be some shenanigans.
I'm getting there, man. I'm gonna be back in swing.
Yeah, you've been
Good shit's happening, and I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we all got to build and get ready because Lord knows what's coming.
Where's Bonesy? Well,
probably pooping in a bird fountain somewhere, knowing him.
Little Bonesy might be stuffed still off in a box somewhere, but
yeah, he ain't potty trained, man. He'll drop a deuce anywhere. He don't care.
I don't have Bonesy. I just have Bones. I think that's what he got named. That's him hanging back here.
I've broken 200 bones. Does that count?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's not my birthday. Just so we know, it's not my birthday. It's the Army's birthday tomorrow.
200.
Mine was on April 20th.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Rescue. Hooah!
Hooah!
Hooah! Hooah! Chup! Hooah! Chup! Hooah! Chup! I never got the chup part. Why do y'all say chup? Or hooyah! That's the other one. Hooyah!
That's the one I remember.
Yep.
It's
Hooyah!
hooah. It's hooah.
Oh, hooah! Okay.
Yeah. It's the spinoff kind of the hoorah from you guys.
Okay. So I thought, and this is that hoorah does have multicultural meanings. It's Russian, it's Turkish, it means kill or destroy.
They don't matter. They're not American. They don't matter.
That's right. But I think
class world citizens.
It was used a few times, but the actual meaning of hoorah comes from I forget who it is, and I know some Marine's gonna correct me. Please do. But it was a famous Marine, and that whole up from a sub 60 feet below. Well, he did that shit. He would do that. And so when he was getting ready to go, they would sound the klaxon on the submarine. That "Ahooga, ahooga," that thing, the klaxon, right? The alarm. And that meant get ready to get into the torpedo tube and get jettisoned, to the surface. And so when he was done operating, I guess he got into training and drill instructor, and he would go "Ahooga," as a motivational thing, and it morphed into "Oorah." So because Marines are all about let's change everything, let's shorten it, no, and I don't know, maybe can you imagine?
Let's make it easier to spell.
That too, yeah. We're writing with crayons here. By the way, I've got my crayon drink.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's red crayons.
I recognize that.
Thank you, Ghost. Ghost made this. This is his laser etching, and yes, those are crayons. Mississippi crayons.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's where the meaning of "oorah" came from.
I do stuff like that with great respect to the Marines.
Thank you, by the way. Thank you very much, Ghost. Thank you, brother. So, yeah,
It says Mad Shed, Los Angeles effed up when the Marines at 29 Palms got sent in.
And you know what? Those guys are meat eaters. They don't give a fuck about the heat. They all they do is just run around, just blow up shit. That's what they do.
I was watching some of their little training that they've been doing over there in LA, over in this little field, and it's pretty cool. They're syncing up them shields. They're getting their calls down for splitting, bringing them in, bringing it into a point, and then watching them. They're sitting there going through all the little steps, locking shields. I'm like, hell yeah, just go and take care of business, son.
Yeah, they're going full Spartan on their training.
Oh yeah, I got blocked on X. X blocked me, and then I rebutted it because they accused me of threatening somebody, and it was over the people getting in front. Did you see the one where like the one person was in front of the ice van and the other dude's like leaning against the front fender, like hoping the mirror would hit him or something, and then well, I just made a comment going, I'm sorry, this is a moment when you push the gas and let nature take its course. And next thing I know, son, I got an email from X, and it's like, we have closed your account for threatening. And I said, hold up, I didn't threaten anybody. All I said was hit the gas.
That violent rhetoric, man. That quintessential American violence of action rhetoric that we engage in on a daily basis.
They apologized and unlocked it.
Survival of the fittest. Don't stand in front of a vehicle. It's going to move. It's a simple premise.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember growing up, I'd have my mom would say it. Everybody would say it. I will kill you if you don't do what I say. They didn't mean they were going to kill you. They were trying to be serious, right? I will whoop your ass. I will kick your ass. I'll whoop your ass. I'll kill you, right? It was just threatening rhetoric,
Now we're in the age of feels.
Yeah,
the age of feels. Fuck your feelings. I like that saying. Lackluster Friday. Thumbs up. Fuck you. If you're offended, I have to say this as a let me put this disclaimer out there for all you
PSA.
Is it a PSA? What does PSA mean, by the way?
Public service announcement.
A public service announcement. Yeah. If you are so butthurt by something that someone says and you're absolutely offended, well, maybe you should be. No. Maybe you fucking should be. That's how I grew.
Hey, food for thought. If you wake up in the morning, then just remember what didn't kill you made you stronger.
That's right. I don't know. I guess some people just sit in the corner and cry all damn day.
I throw AC compressors at them.
Right. I mean, there's that too.
I got
engaging some violent rhetoric. Being offended is a choice, right, Moon Sprouts? I mean, it is. It's a choice. It is a choice. Who's this? Who that is? What's up, Rage? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
Brother,
Skull.
How you doing?
Skull Rage.
Hello. There's Stella.
Hey, Stella.
Everybody loves Stella.
Yeah.
Stella. Good. How we doing?
Yeah.
Oh God.
She's got my hair tie. Uh-oh.
Which one is
That's
Yoda?
Jewel.
That's Jewel.
Jewel.
Yoda's at the farm.
Yeah, we had to
Mm,
leave him there.
we took him to
Oh,
the farm.
okay.
Yeah.
Him and Precious and Princess and the other one. And so we got 4. We got 2 kittens and 2 adults.
What's up, Rage?
Oh, chilling out. Just
Hey, half-assed
relaxing.
ready.
Chilling like a villain.
Ooh, 2 I see. What's on? Sherry, what's going on, everyone?
Oh, I
yes.
can't see the chat. That's
I
okay.
gotta re-bring it back up.
I can see one line of chat at a time. Seriously, I am firing. I have 8 cylinders. I have 1 firing right now. Okay, it's this system is it's only going because it's going downhill, and I'm being pulled by somebody. That's
Sound like you.
So
drive
you,
a Ford.
so thank you, tech support.
There we
You
go.
know,
Technical support. Push the button.
yes.
Hmm.
Is it a pull start, a push start, or a kick start?
Push it down
You
the
know
hill,
what?
no?
That's a good question, man. I don't know. I think it's a great start.
We're putting them into categories in Kanakistan because we're getting run over with them. So as we have to deal with the shit that's coming our way, because you Americans haven't dealt with the mostly peaceful protests, so we're gonna have to do it for you.
Oh, what?
Well,
we have mostly peaceful protests. Yeah, they're going on right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're all about some mostly peaceful protests. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. You know.
That's what
I guess
So-
it's fun to watch cars burn.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's a popular pastime, I guess. You know.
That's how they cook
So,
their lunch.
Yeah.
Right.
So a bunch of FAFO scientists from the United States and Canada went over to Egypt because they thought, hey, we can be a tourist and go to Egypt and then sneak across the Israeli border and cause shit. And the Egypt police and the military decided, no, you're going home, fuckers.
Oh, really? That would happen.
So the FAFO scientists, the fuck around and found out, and they're on their way home. So, yeah.
Well, at least they're not rotting in a Egyptian, prison, taking
Well,
community baths,
yeah, yeah.
And
Some of those prisons over there make Mexico look like a fucking
all
party
right, take
spot.
care, brother Rooster.
Later,
Have a good
Rooster.
night.
Later, Rooster.
Oh, cheers, Rooster.
Cheers, Rooster. Have a good night.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
really?
water's all yellow, right?
X will be filming in New York tomorrow, going live at 1. With the protest? Yeah, he's all fucked up.
I know where they're
Dude, if
doing
you
it
pull
here,
up
and
that
I'm
map,
avoiding it.
It shows
That
a
map
bunch,
is
but I
crazy.
think a lot of it's hyperbole, man, because we pulled up some. Me and my daughter were sitting here looking, and we pulled up some of the ones that are listed over here in like East Texas, Southeast Texas, and we were looking at those towns, and we were kind of going, okay, so we know those towns. So exactly how do you figure you're fixing to get people to show up? So unless you're offering these little meth heads a few grams to come out and tweak out on the corner,
There
ain't
you
nobody
go.
give a shit around here. These people will all be chilling and stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
The
But
one
they'll show the ones on the news they want you to see.
Well,
The bigger
That's
areas.
exactly.
What's up, Pikachu? I haven't
Which
seen
now,
anyone.
Abbott's
I
already
know-
got National Guard ready for Dallas. What is it? Dallas, El Paso, San Antonio, basically all our little trouble spots down here in Texas.
Austin. They already had shit in Austin. So
How,
yeah.
how about this? How about during Father's Day? Right? When's Father's Day?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. Right. So, all right. And all these protests are supposed to happen Saturday.
Saturday.
So it's Father's Day weekend is what it is, really. So, it's so what if all the fathers just got together and went on their own little march on Saturday and they all had a big stick, a switch, right? If Father's Day and they just went to work, right?
Yeah.
You know, some blue hair, you know, right? Exactly. There you go.
Pull a
Um,
Bodine moment and walk tall with a big stick.
so that's something that actually happened has happened in our history. Old Hickory, if you know who Old Hickory is,
Yeah.
who was Old Hickory? I forget it. Damn. Andrew Jackson, I think it was. Was it? Yeah, Andrew Jackson. So when these, it was not a protest. It was a what they called a they were trying to elect everybody. So the people are gathering around, they're passing out flyers, and then what they would do is the other person that's running for Senate or president or whatever would show up with their people, and they would just battle it out in the streets. And so Old Hickory got his name because guess what? His constituents had hickory sticks.
Yeah.
They were just
Well,
whack.
the movie Gangs of New York was based on fact. I mean, it was Hollywood at all to fuck, but still.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of the gangs were fighting to be firefighters because they got paid. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, they got paid, or and of course they would start the fires, right? Part of extortion. Hey,
Well, you
pay
want to
your
get
bill.
paid, you got to work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
they'd show up at a fire and they'd fight each other before they fought the fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna put out the fire. No, we're gonna put out the fire. Fuck you. Yeah,
So,
that's when
Lincoln-
it was just wild.
Who's got control of the hose?
So Lincoln, I heard you say earlier in the show that you got 200 broken bones.
I've broken 200 bones. Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm at 86. I thought I was having a bad day.
I've seen my brain 3 times.
Oh, they
That
were.
explains it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't get to see mine. I know somebody saw it.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't got that
Yeah.
far. I just cracked it. There's a crack right here. And it goes this way.
I literally I opened it the last time I opened it like right here. And I
Oh.
now like on my MRIs and CAT scans, there's a black
Yeah.
spot because I killed
Yeah.
some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. They just did an MRI 2 days ago again to
Yeah.
catch up on what the fuck. Yeah.
But they
No,
did
in,
it for
in
like 2
Kosovo,
years.
this all got fucking flipped off. Yeah.
So how are you doing, Rage? Team Rage in the cage. Have you had?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
So-
okay. They warned me I was going to get worse before I got better. They did a scan today with a vestibular eye scan, and all my all the crystals in the inner ear are back in place.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
Charlie.
the little bones in the inner ear are still fucked up, and the canal is still, but no, the crystals are back in place, so that's better. And
That'll help with the vertigo.
the swelling has gone down around everything.
Very good.
Yeah, so now we'll get confirmation on Monday. They're gonna show me the results of the MRI, and what else? Yeah, I'm not using canes anymore. I'm not using canes or walkers.
Wow,
So,
really?
Yeah.
So your
Nice.
vertigo got better?
No. I just, my equilibrium has recovered enough that I'm able to stand up straight and walk. And yeah, and
Yeah, vertigo is some strange shit.
yeah, well, I get I call it the whoop,
Oh yeah.
and
I get
yeah.
it so bad I can't get out of bed. I literally I can't move. It's
Yeah.
like you're on a tilt-a-whirl in water.
What's
Right.
up,
Right.
Ohio Valley?
Yeah.
Rita was
But,
just in.
You're this way, you're this way, you're this way, it's it. Yeah, no, you don't open your eyes because you're gonna get sick.
Yeah, mine only
Yeah.
spins in one direction, so I only
Oh,
fall
God.
in one direction.
Oh, really?
Mine's multi. It's every which way. There's
Yeah.
no consistency. But the crystals are in my body starting to break down, and that's a
Oh, yeah.
family thing. Yeah, it's genetic.
Oh, okay.
Our crystals start breaking down.
Do you
Maybe
get the
all the
lightning?
concussions didn't help, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm at 10 concussions. Do you get the lightning headaches? You know, it seems like there's like a blast of lightning in your head, and it sounds like a turkey call and a
Yeah,
right. You know,
I've suffered from severe migraines since I was 10 years old.
oh, okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
those things can last a day, an hour, a month.
yeah.
Oh, nasty.
I get the pulses.
Mm.
I'll get pulses.
You
Just
you get those too,
kinda-
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And dude,
Yeah.
sometimes it's weird because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's like in between your skin and your skull, and it's like it feels like something's grabbing.
Yeah.
And it, yeah, and it
And it's
feels like
like-
somebody took one of those up in your fucking head, but
Yeah.
the light is going off every time it fucking beat
Yep.
fucking shit. Yeah, I got those.
I have to
Those
make
suck.
it
I
a
get the
point not to
reset.
squeeze too hard. I make it worse if I close my eyes too hard. I actually have to try to just barely shut them and then try to focus on no, just calm down. And that's
Yeah.
how only I
Yeah,
can do it.
I
My
just
eyes
cover my
shut
face.
down and my eyes roll up in the back of my head. And it's like,
Yeah,
it's weird. It's like everything stops and I have to stop. It's like a reset button. You know,
That's
and
right.
I just catch myself. My eyes closed, roll up in the back of my head, and there's a sound involved, and I'm still conscious of what's going on. It's just I got to stop for a minute and okay, I'm fine.
yeah, yeah.
I barely close my eyes and stick my head in the freezer.
Yeah.
It works.
We
for
are
me.
we are the vestibular veterans of Virginia Beach, the four of us.
The vestibular brothers. Yeah.
Damn, PA.
Yeah.
That's an advice. So yeah, man. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays, everyone. Just hanging
Cheers.
out. Skull.
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 So, yeah, all I got is my dang water bottle.
Well,
Yes,
get to
that
the
works.
fridge, I tell you.
It's still a drink.
What's up, X NYC Prepper? X,
I
are
think
you
I'm
are you going to be
Hey, right on. Yeah,
live
who's in
streaming
there?
some?
Well,
Oh,
bunch
Are
of
you
hang
going to be
on.
live
Yeah.
streaming some protesting
Sorry, I haven't.
in New York?
Krisha Leach or
Oh
Sherry
yeah,
Leach.
X. Somebody said somebody you were going to be streaming the riots tomorrow
Cool.
up
Sure.
there.
Okay, cool.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
I don't know if
So,
it's
yeah.
still the Big Apple. I mean, it's going kind of crazy. Is it still really the Big Apple?
He's gonna be up
Well-
there, Mario in them. They're gonna be out there protesting. He's gonna be jumping on their heads. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing that I do have a lot of hope for is that
Okay.
a lot
X.
of the boys in blue have actually been just going out and doing their job, like those
Oh, yeah.
pricks in that stupid mayor of LA and Newsom, and nobody's listening to him anymore. And they're out there doing their thing. We
They're
haven't
serving
seen
as
the
a
we haven't seen the rooftop Koreans yet.
No.
I'm waiting for the rooftop Koreans. I think
It's
that's
not going to get to that point. And the protesters are actually trying to be peaceful, right? So the majority of them are being peaceful, but we all know that the instigators hide in the group, right? In the
Yeah.
crowd. You know,
well.
that's
Did
what
you
they do.
see what you see what that young college football player did to that guy in LA yesterday? He threw the water bottle at the
Oh,
LA
yeah,
sheriff. They
yeah.
took the fucking pile drive.
Oh yeah.
I heard he was he was a policeman. He was actually an
Son,
off-duty police
that
cop.
was a
Off-duty
chest slam.
cop?
Dude, homeboy just like up off the feet and boom, and it was like, yeah, welcome to the
Bounced
field.
off the pavement.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
been some of the protesters too that are yanking the instigators back.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, because they're sick of their shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're trying to keep it at a peaceful level, and they're chanting peaceful protest, peaceful protest.
You have
Yeah.
a right to protest and speak your mind. You don't have a right to hurt people, destroy property, that's not your right. That's criminal.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, I
Well,
can easily tell you to go F yourself, and I'm not going to throw a cinder block at you. I don't need to because I just told you to
So
go F yourself.
think about this in contrast. So this is how the communist Marxist movement works.
Yeah,
Is
shitheads.
they remember to the summer of love,
Oh yeah.
the law enforcement were compromised,
yeah,
and okay, you're not allowed to hurt anybody, telling they have their ROEs or rules of engagement. It is do not engage, do not arrest, do not do anything. So what do? Boom, the protesters get very violent, right?
Yep.
Because the cops' hands are tied, they can't do anything. Now
they
the
want to do that to
cops,
create a
yeah,
false
the
flag.
cops they've untied their hands, and not only have they untied, they put on the fucking glove. They're like, "Let's go, motherfucker!
Yep.
Yeah, let's do our job, and we're good at it." And they have the backing from the Fed, right? The backing of the military as well. So they're getting that valuable training. So yeah,
Fafo,
Goats,
baby.
Rage, and I don't know, maybe Rescue. He was Army. So the military looks at protest or riot control a little differently.
we had riot control
That
teams.
kind of shit. Boom.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, we had some different kind of training than say the policemen, and so but the tactics involved and the formations and things of that nature. And you seen what happened in L.A. Last night. Is they literally what they call kettling. They isolated, they contained them on all three sides in a big building in between, had them there, and they were talking, well, maybe we should start arresting people. No, okay, I'll tell you what, let's just let them go one by one, right? And so what they're doing is they're training, they're figuring out shit, and they keep evolving. They're evolving their tactics. So the Marxists had to evolve their tactics, which was back away, right? Let's be peaceful. Let's be peaceful about this. Let's just make our statement, and just in massive numbers, and that's enough for disruption. They're just going for disruption.
And the thing is too is that you look back at history, and you had the college riots for the Vietnam War in the 60s and 70s, and then they overreacted to that. So your police forces and everybody and military went away from doing anything. Whereas in Canada in the 80s, the reason we had the Joint Task Force and we had the riot control teams, and we were teaching how to deal with these problems and stop it before it started. And then if it did start, you taught them a lesson, right? But that's gone the opposite way. And now in Canada, we've got all the softies, and I don't know what's going to happen this weekend, because all those protests that are happening in the States are all planned. They're planned in Canada, but nobody's talking about it.
It's all over the world.
It's all over the world.
Yeah.
And in Canada, the police here are trained to, you let the criminal in your house to take your keys. You beat up the good guys and let the protesters go.
Right.
You arrest the independent media, and
you hit the lady with your horse. Don't hit the bad guy.
Kill the old clan mother. Kill the 72-year-old clan mother with a 3,500-pound horse. Yeah. So all that shit is going on still, and we're still fucked up, and we have all these governments that are fucked up. And here's the thing. I've been in Calgary for my treatments, so I'm seeing what's going on, because the G7 is in Kananaskis, which is just outside of Calgary, but Calgary is just a parking lot of stupidity right now. And it's just protesters and new Canadians and immigrants and media and all kinds of shit. And then all the other thing this last week has been all
Princess.
It's been all the preamble. It's all the bigwigs are here next week for the G7. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it. Anyways, but all this week was all their underlings doing all the other shit. So Trump flies in on Sunday. So, okay. Well, here, hey, wait, just wait. Whoa. All,
Stop, wait.
all this week, the convoy practices, the police practice. No, not just that. Police, police helicopters, but the Marines are here.
Yeah.
We. Oh yeah, no. Look, we've got Ospreys flying around with Marines written on the side. We've got King Lift Sikorsky helicopters. That's Marine Corps. We've got Black Hawks. We've got Little Bird. I've seen Little Birds, the ones I used to fly on when Special Forces, the ones we fast repelled out of. Those fuckers are flying around. So they're here. So when the big blue bird brings the big beautiful Bill and Trump in on Sunday, it's going to be quite the thing. But the protesters are winding up already. And I think it's going to lift off on Saturday, tomorrow in Calgary. Thank God I'm away. We're back at home now for the weekend. I got to go back on Monday to go back for my treatments. Stella has to drive me through the fucking city of shit. Through all this crap.
You're going to be driving through a road full of trash.
Well, I don't know. What we're doing is we're watching the news and all the shit. We're getting all the reports. I have some people in Calgary that I can keep in touch with to know what roads are doing what. And then I'm going to plan the trip so that Stella can get me there and get home safely.
Good. Very good.
Your stream of intel and use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you, Florida's got it going on. Have you seen that sheriff down there? The one in
fucking right. I played that for Stella this morning at breakfast.
Dude, I love the way he went down it. Just like, if you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and then you're going to jail. It was like the whole subliminal, we're going to beat your ass and then lock you up. And it was like, if you throw bricks, Molotov cocktails, we're going to notify your next of kin where to gather your remains because we're going to kill you graveyard dead.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, it don't get no simpler than that.
And so this riot, this protest thing that is being used, the not only is our Leos and military getting involved and doing some great training, they're also doing some rather great intel gathering training.
Oh yeah.
Because they're arresting people after the fact. So they're working the AI, the face recognition. I mean, all that shit. They're using that shit, and so they're working out the
dude that was throwing those bricks. The footage of that dude throwing them in the medium of that road, he was catching them as they were driving by and chunking the rocks and shit at him. Oh yeah, they've identified him. They done got him.
Yep.
They got the guy handing out those biometric face masks.
Yeah, busted the mask, dude.
Okay. Yep. So now another thing that I don't give a fuck anymore. So you can buy your Apple AirTag shit, right? Well, the ones that you get are not the ones that we use. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you gotta buy
again. I've been out for a long fucking time. Okay, so technology has advanced.
They're getting a lot better with the gas mask things. They're getting really crazy with it. And of course, what really matters is the filters, right? So
dude, AI has helped so much because it's the whole shipping. If you buy, like, this is what we used to do with the plane bombings and shit, and it used to be take really like boots on the ground. You'd have to go for all kinds of microfit. Well, now you just turn AI loose on it, and AI takes this little number off of this, and it finds the lot number of what it came out of, where was that lot sent to, who produced it, and they can track it all the way back to going, no, it came off of right here and it ended up right there.
How many hours, brother, did we spend in the library opening the books and on that fucking scanner going through the microfiche and looking and trying to make a correlation? And it happens in in a tiny split of a second what used to take you and I fucking days
yeah.
sometimes, and
Like
our other brothers on the other shifts all working together, and right? No,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
game
It's
is
crazy.
not the same anymore. Not
It's
even
changed.
close.
Yeah. Yeah. The one guy that they found, um, they not only did they find him through like, okay, we've got three, hey, we here here's we want a reward for like, well, offer reward $50,000 for this guy. Here's three pictures, three videos that we found. And then one
Yeah.
guy said, oh yeah, by the way, I just found 50 after I turned on my AI, and they tracked him through all the live streams in the area and found
Yeah.
him like 50 videos and pictures of this guy, and
Yeah.
correlated. Yep, that's him. That's in location and everything. That's crazy. All in
see,
like
it
that.
used to be
Oh,
that's it. It used to be the boots on the ground. You would go, there would be this incident. So then you'd go to the nearest corner store. Hey, did you see anything? Yeah, we saw that car came from that direction. So then you get boots on the ground.
yeah,
You don't have to do that no more. Not with AI. You can actually just turn it loose in a deep search, and it'll go find all the Rumble, Odyssey, YouTube, BitChute, all
Well,
the little video clips.
yeah.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing: it works both ways, and I'll prove it to you. Sorry, I don't want to be a superstar. I'm just going to make a point. So
superstar.
yeah, like we learned our thing the way we did, right? But we keep up with shit. Yeah, I know. Hey, fuckers. I'll grow a beard, master. I'll grow a beard, you fuckers.
No,
Hey,
you
don't fret.
What?
Don't fret. You're the only one
No,
here.
won't.
But so during that Portapique massacre in Nova Scotia in 2020, and they were trying to cover everything up, and they were using all their technology. Well, that's how we picked them apart, because their technology
Right.
was fucked right up, and they were using reverse images and double crossover images and overlays and over shit, and all AI generated and everything else, and we're like, no, wrong, fuck you, no, that's a real cop car, those are real uniforms, no, he did not go by
Right.
that street, that's actually a security vehicle, it's not an RCMP car. Like, we just ripped them to fucking shreds, because we said, okay, throw the fucking technology away, let's go back to old school. And that's how we caught the fuckers.
Yeah, and there's people out there that deal with CGI, computer generated shit, and they called it out. They're like, wait a minute, no, see the
Yeah.
frame, or see the imaging around, the person. He was implanted there into that scene, right?
Shadows don't match.
Right. Or there's a glitch, like I'm here and then I'm over here, like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
No. Well, they were trying.
When
They
you
were
break
trying to
it
tell
down,
us
you
it
can
was.
actually break it down into pixels and compare this pixel with that. And from the human eye, you see the picture, but when it goes down into pixel formation, all of a sudden you notice you can see the cut in the shading. It's like
Yeah.
the
Well,
shadow doesn't blend. You'll see the line.
and
Yeah.
the internet doesn't lie. The internet doesn't lie. The other thing we caught them on is at the overpass where where Sergeant Heidi got murdered. I went back on Google Earth, and I went to the Wayback Machine, and I picked images from different times of year, different times of day, and I looked at the shadows. And
Damn.
so they were trying to tell us it was like this time of the day, and I'm like, no, fuck you, it wasn't. It was this time and this time and this time. And they tried to tell us it was a head-on collision, and it's like, no, she pitted him. Like, we just ripped them to shreds, and we used old school to do it. Fuck them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So what are y'all's plans for this weekend? I want to hear plans. I want to hear food. I want to hear food porn. Where's the food
Brisket.
porn?
Oh, well, we
Brisket
can't.
patty
Well,
burgers with
Come
tater
on,
tots
give
and
us a
cheese
break. Give us a
fries.
break. Not in a hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
We could cook. Okay.
You can't.
I'll come
really
up. I'll
make
come up
lunch.
with something tomorrow. I'll
I
come
don't
up.
care
We're
if it's
we're
like
shopping for
not food.
houses.
Our kitchenette sucks. It doesn't work.
Yeah, we're
I want
still
a
in the
big bowl of
motel, but
potato salad.
we're looking at two
It's a
Don't
shit
know.
motel.
uh
Or yes.
not houses. Not houses. We're looking at two acreages tomorrow.
2 acreages.
Yeah, we're looking
Wow.
at 2 acres
Very cool.
to
Okay.
to get a home.
Well,
To
you're
get a
gonna
home.
stop and eat somewhere. So where are you gonna stop and eat?
Oh, Kinjo.
Oh
Can
man,
That,
I wish.
that place
Well,
was
no,
awesome.
that's it's in Calgary. There's a Kinjo sushi. That's what we had for. Fuck, we could have done a food porn with that.
Yeah,
We
right?
we there's this Kinjo sushi place. It's
Perfect.
right down the street from my my
Not
treatment
half-assed.
center, and
TBI.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, Cha-Cha.
She got to find it
Um,
first.
All right.
Of course,
That
gotta find
fell
the
off in my
ass.
20s. I don't know where the hell
She's
it's at.
looking for ass to whip, eh? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Cha-Cha.
missed it.
Good
Just-
luck, Cha Cha. It fell off in my 20s. It's back there somewhere. Go find it.
Mine's spread out in the truck chair here.
Yeah. So,
Meat
but
puppet.
yeah, that we're like I said, we're looking for a home, and then we're gonna see what kind of shit and abuse the world throws at us, and then we're gonna get my ass back to the hotel in Calgary for treatments next week. That's my
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
Copper
All right.
River
Well,
Salmon.
keep us abreast of the food porn situation.
Abreast.
Yeah,
I'll come up with something.
we'll send a pic.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Rescue. You said brisket. Ooh, brisket.
Oh,
Yeah, brisket patty burgers. So,
Brisket.
Yummy.
yep, you take the brisket meat and you make burger patties out of it. Put them on the griddle.
What?
That sounds better than
Do
just
that
salmon.
with some tater tots, some French fries. Do cheese on the fries with some bacon bits on the griddle.
Yeah.
Tater salad.
Oh,
And a big
I'll have to
bowl
get a
of potato
home.
salad.
That's backyard food
Taters.
coma right there.
Yeah.
I've had
Grilled
that.
asparagus
Wow.
steak with garlic. Damn, Holly. Woo! Happy Father's Day for that one. Baby back ribs,
Yeah.
shrimp on a stick,
Yummy.
baked taters, grilled asparagus, steak with
Nice.
garlic butter. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what's up.
Nice.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna have coffee.
Ooh, king crab legs. What you got, Ghost Lincoln?
I think I'm gonna have coffee, then an
Coffee.
energy drink,
Yeah.
then maybe a couple eggs, and yeah, that's.
Have a good night. Have ass ready.
Watch out for Cha-Cha, half-ass.
What?
She's going,
Who?
no, she
She's
wants to
looking
kick
for
my
ass.
ass, not his.
Right, blue butterfly. Big food porn.
Yeah.
Big food porn. Brisket and biscuit. What?
Tomorrow's my only day off, and I'm not fucking messing with anything.
I don't know. You know what? I'm what is this? Paneer curry assorted Indian delicacies for family dinner Sunday. Ooh, Klingon princess. Paneer curry. What is that? What is paneer curry? What is that?
That sounds like flaming farts.
And I like that assorted Indian delicacies.
Assorted.
What all
yeah.
could that contain?
Ooh, big ass can of corn.
From the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Right.
get going because my phone is. We're losing reception, so you guys are doing this.
All right, take care of yourself, Raging Cage. Stella, thank you very much for hanging out with us, stopping by. Good to see you,
Later,
brother.
Stella.
Later,
Yeah.
Rage. Glad you're
Take
feeling
care.
better, brother. That is
What
awesome,
is
dude.
Irish spaghetti? KP Heathen. What is that? Irish spaghetti. Does it have Jameson in it? What? Half-ass
fucking
must
salad?
have got an ass whooping. He only has a half-ass. Oh, Cha-Cha. Damn.
Yeah, Cha don't half-ass anything.
Cha-Cha is just whooping everybody's ass today. Coffee,
Team Woo.
followed by coffee, maybe some more coffee. Woot, woot.
Team
Yeet,
Woo
yeet.
walking around with a heart on for kicking some ass. That's all I gotta say.
What's up, Mike? Hudson Valley Prepper. Good to see you, brother. Hope things are well in the valley. Oh, you're still unsupervised. Uh-oh. Better watch out. We're ready to get
What's
you.
up, Mike?
Yep. He's saying, what's up, rescue? I'm working
Irish
the chat
spaghetti.
here.
I don't even want to know what that is. I'm gonna talk to an
I
Irishman.
don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking it has Jameson in it. Maybe some. Maybe it's got some. What do you
go.
call it?
Egg drop noodles, Italian sausage, and Alfredo sauce with bell peppers and onions.
What cornbread mole need that
Sounds like
15
gas
bean
station
soup?
spaghetti.
Yeah, I can
I
only
figured
catch
it'd be
up.
like French fries smothered in fucking kidney gravy. That's what I was thinking.
Cha
Either
cha.
spaghetti was.
Fit to be tied. Fit to be tied tonight. Cha cha is going off. I love it.
Cha-cha needs a good snuggle and a hug.
Eric, it's just
Egg
not
drop.
another weekend. This is also the U.S. Army's birthday. So there's
That's
that
right.
too.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the
250
Army. Egg drop noodles, Italian sausage, Alfredo sauce with bell peppers and onions. Woo! KP heated. Man. And
Dude,
we all know KP can cook.
That sounds like some Speedway spaghetti. I'm just saying.
Unsupervised, but too busy for shenanigans. See, Ohio Valley prepping. See, OVP. That's what the women do. They give you a to-do list so that you stay out of trouble, right?
That's why you just tell them you can't read it. It's in their handwriting.
or you get a bunch of your friends over and some beer, and you go ahead and knock it out in like 1 hour, and then the rest of the time it's all shenanigans. See, dad still got, oh, granddad's are gone. I'm not a dad that I know of, just another weekend. See, that's the thing for me too. I don't know. Everybody's like at work, they're like, hey, happy Father's Day. Hey, happy Father's Day. Hey, Shad, are you a father? I'm like, not that I know of. They're like, what? What? You know,
Well,
they didn't know
I
what to do.
mean, in all technicality, you were a fur father. Yeah, charity.
I'm still waiting on the knock on the door. You know, you've been served. It happened to a friend of mine. It's probably going to happen to me too.
I raise fish. I'm a fish. I'm a scale father, I guess they call me. I raise fish.
There's probably a bearded Okinawan kid out there right now. You know, it's when swinging an axe, and everybody's like, "Whose kid is that?"
Gotta be an American. Probably a fucking Marine. I'm just saying.
You need it with the present news, right, PA. Yeah. Is it Twike?
I got 8 tomato plants transplanted today into bigger solo cuts. I planted 16 seeds, tried 16 seeds, and I only ended up with 8 sprouts. But hey, 8 out of 16, halfway.
Okay.
Seeds are weird. I mean, I got a few. They're not
Snipe
growing.
hunting. I love it, Anarchy. Snipe hunting.
Hashtag Old Mutt's Kids. Facts right there, Hudson Valley.
Hashtag Old Mutt's Kids.
That dude's awesome. I love talking to him. Old Mutt's epic.
Yeah, he is.
He's fucking great. He just, what? He tells you, it's like,
Thanks, Blue.
what?
Wow, really, KP. That's right. KP's son is heading to Japan.
Right on, bro.
Yeah. Is that so? KP, is that going to be his duty station
or his breeding license?
What?
I mean, Japan's paying Americans to go over there and do the thing.
Really? What's up, Ace?
Because their male population's kind of lacking.
Not that I know of, is a reasonable answer. Yeah. Rainy weekend. Yeah, I know it. Yep, you're one of the Old Mutts kids, Chad. Mad Chad. Yes, I am. Yes, I've met the Old Mutts. I am definitely part of. So yeah, happy Father's Day, old Mutt, from all your kids.
Facts.
Yeah.
Dude got a family bigger than a state. He just don't know it.
I have a sister, Chad, but he doesn't want her. What? I never met your sister there, X. You just can't throw a sister at me and go, here you go.
I hope she don't look like X.
Right. Hey, I hope she has less hair than X. Right. I'm sure she's a very nice person. I just don't know who she is. I've never met her. So Try to keep it there.
Sorry.
And if ex NYCOG Prepper shows up with a wig on, I'm be like, hey, come on now. That's uncalled for.
That's an ugly bitch.
Because now I got to take you to dinner.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least your date knows clean food, so you'd be all right. All right.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? My name's
My
Cheryl.
name is Bertha.
What?
That's right. My name is Bertha. Yeah. Yeah.
Bertha.
I want a steak, porterhouse. Man, Shad, I haven't made any of what's this? I want to make some traditional Hungarian chicken paprika. Paprika. What? What is that? Oh, okay. That sounds good. I'll eat the hell out of it. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Her
Her nickname is Firecracker.
Livingston man is getting 80% germination from his seed vault. Wow, really?
That's because he's feeding it with.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep. They're not his, but claims that he raised. Right on. That's what's up. Yep. Catching up on chat here. Japan is looking for people to have babies with their women.
Yeah.
Right, Klingon.
Yeah. It's called a breeding visa.
Ooh, heading to a breeding visa.
Yeah. They basically, you sign up, you do all the paperwork, you go over there, they literally pay you to the thing. They give you a house, they give you a food allowance, they give you wives. Yeah, it's
Her nickname is Firecracker. See, I mean, come on, X. So your sister's nickname is Firecracker. So when I meet her, I could be like, "Hello, Mrs. Firecracker," or yeah, "Hello, Miss Firecracker." Yeah, "Hello, Miss Firecracker." Wow, I'm kind of scared, man. I mean,
by the way, Ghosty, were those Japan conjugal visits? Is that basically what it comes down to?
Conjugal visits.
Well, no, actually,
you're provided with everything. Just do it.
Well, according to what I've seen and I've researched and learned, because I was curious, it's like, wait, you're going to pay somebody to go over do this? Okay, I'm curious. They give you a temporary citizenship for this situation, and they move these ladies in with you. They do, because Japanese culture, and they do their thing, right? And you're basically there. Because the government's paying you to be there, so you're being the male figure in the Japanese culture to sustain and maintain them, and they're basically just there for the deed. And then when they become pregnant, they get removed to go do that. They bring another one in, and it's like a revolving door of
what
marital shenanigans, I guess you'd say.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor, Ghosty. Would you please?
What?
Would you reach over and grab that mic boom and raise it up and by your mouth a little bit?
Yeah, the spring thing in there is kind of it's gone.
Don't put your mouth on it.
It like I can put it right here on my nose, and then it just goes. Whoop.
Oh yeah, it was gone.
I need to get a new one. I got to get a new one.
No, I haven't. Klingon Princess, Southern Belle. I haven't seen her in a while. Southern Belle.
But yeah, basically, you just go over there and get paid to be a breeder. That's what you're there for.
Right. Mike is headed that way. He's going to go repopulate the earth, he says. Will there be a kiss on the first date? No, it's just straight to business. Right.
Well, you do still have to follow within their cultural system, but it's more relaxed. It's not that formal. Now it's basically, here's a sandwich. I did laundry. Care to. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, is that what's up? Teresa says, are they going to come after them for child support in a few years?
Actually, no, that's only in our country, not theirs. They don't do that.
Yeah, mail order
especially
bride
because they're
delivery.
paying you to increase population. So you're getting
Oh,
paid
damn.
to do this. Yeah, they
They
don't come
said,
after you for that.
Ace said Ghost needs some Viagra for his mic.
Hold on, I'm trying to get that. Yep, there it
And
is.
she was having a hard time keeping it up.
Nice.
Dude, this headset's like 20 years old. Things fail at that age.
Right, professional breeder, hell of a career choice. I mean, if it pays the bills, and I don't know
Yeah.
how long can a man do that for?
Well, there's stipulations too. They actually do a fertility test too.
Okay,
So yeah, you go over there and you have to in a cup, and they check it, and they're like, "Oh God, okay, he's got like 100% swimmers. We want him. Oh, he's only got 50%. Yeah, we're gonna put him on the back burner." Yeah. So there's a lot of stipulate. You just don't go over there and be like, "Hey, I'm here to breed your women. Pay me." Yeah, no, it don't work that way.
right. You got some hoops you got to jump through, right? Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few. And you don't want to be going over there 300 pounds smelling like bratwurst and shit.
Hey, well, what if you got good DNA? I mean,
It don't matter.
Yes, Blue Sunday is.
Yeah, they're kind of a little finicky with that too. They want tall, fit, straight, 100% fertile individuals.
George Burns was having kids in his 80s. Wow. I mean, okay. I mean, so a man is very virulent up into his 80s at least.
Yeah,
Wow.
they are offering. They don't go by age. They don't. They go by fertility.
Oh, there you go. So we have the meetup time now. So XNYC is going to bring her on the next Mad Shad Live, so you and everybody can meet her.
Oh my God. No, that's that sounds like a trap. It really does. It sounds like a trap. I don't know, man. That's not right.
I do need to replace my mic. I have a new mic, but it don't work.
Dang.
So are they calling this the last call closing time project? Right. Oh, shit. I just moved everything on my feet. Oh,
What?
welcome to Lackluster Fridays, folks, where we're just sitting back, relaxing, and talking about whatever comes to mind. So there you go, breaking news. Not really breaking news, but if you have good DNA and all that stuff, you can go to Japan and become a breeder.
Basically, they're dropping the whole MAGA on their culture, right? Oh,
Yeah.
you
So there's some
bang
man as
how? What
Okay.
PA EMT said? Scrollies. I gotta do the scrollies. Crazy China.
All right,
used to-
take care of yourself,
right.
Bonus Sprouts. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us.
Yeah, they used to
Right, man.
allow only one child. It had to be a male. And then they started allowing 2 childs. And then they ended up with more females than males, and their males are more female than their females. So now China's like, what do we do? Well, Japan's like, hey, United States, come over here and breed our women. If you're good, we'll pay you.
Oh, so they need more testosterone. Oh, okay. So that's good. So beard is a plus. I've been taking a lot of testosterone or testosterone, so my T is high. That's good. Yep. So hey,
I produce overabundance, so I definitely got plenty.
I'm sterile, so Japan looks at me and goes, fuck off. Automotive injury. Yeah, no.
He said X hook and shut up with his sister. Suddenly, Lackluster Friday is not so lackluster.
So would you call that lust? I can't wordsmith tonight. Someone else can wordsmith that one. I can't do it tonight.
Lust lacking Friday.
Yeah, I can't do it. Nope. I'm wordsmithed out.
Oh man, this sucks. Okay, here.
No,
Yeah,
Japan don't
That's
give a
right.
shit about that. Japan
is Friday
literally
the
wants you to
13th.
make babies. That's all they want. They don't care if you give fucking.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. So why is Friday the 13th? Everybody's like, hey, oh my God, you're not afraid of Friday the 13th? I was like, well, I'm not a Templar, so I don't have to worry. Right. So
Dude,
that's how
every day
Friday.
is bad luck. Why would one day be more special than others?
I mean,
That's how I
that's what
look at
happened.
it.
That's where Friday the 13th came from. The King of France said, hey, kill all the Templars on this day, Friday the 13th. And that's what they did.
He said, "Oh, they're a little bit too powerful. Can't really control them. We need to take them out."
Yeah, they started the first bank, first traveler's checks. You know, you could basically travel the Silk Road and have a note with you. You turn in all your
Introduced trade,
treasures. You know,
international trade.
yeah, international trade. I mean, they just
I'll be
they
there, husband.
yeah. Corner. Yep. So that's what happened. And yeah, they were getting too big for their britches, I guess. But, it's born Friday the 13th. Really, Hudson? Well, happy Father's Day, Mike, and all you other fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Yes. I have to say, I'm on the other end of the spectrum. When Father's Day comes around, I go, "Fuck you, Dad." So my dad died, so he's rotting in hell somewhere. Uh, but yeah, it's a fuck you, Dad, for me, for many reasons.
I will be visiting mine on
Understandable.
Sunday.
He was not a good dad. He was not at all. But he was a super dad. So I have 34 half brothers and sisters.
Dude, he should have went to Japan.
It's eight wives. So
Dude, he
through
would have built them
multiple
an army.
right? Dad will be back with the milk and smokes very soon, right? Right.
What's up, Stuart?
Yeah, you can't pull that in Japan because the ladies go get the milk and smoke, so he's stuck.
Dude, I was watching some dude's clip. I don't even remember how I come across it. It's been a few weeks or a month or something, but he was doing his little stream from I don't know which city over there it was, but dude, and this Japanese chick come up because these girls kept coming up and they were hitting on him, and they were really putting it on pretty thick. Well, she comes sliding up in there and she pretty much told him, going, "They're trying to steal your money and your phone. You need to hold on to your phone and keep your hand on your wallet." And he just looked at her funny, and then sure enough, dude, he felt one of them on the pocket thing and turned and was like, "Oh." So then he took off walking with her, and he was like, he was saved by that chick.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
It's like, what do they call that in Amsterdam? That road that you walk around where all the girls are on the side. Japan has one. I mean, Marine, Singapore.
Yeah.
Red light district. Yeah,
Yeah.
the red light district. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, man. That shit was curb to curb, and that's all it was. And if you were,
I mean, Japan is yeah, there's some shit going on there, but for the most part, there is no crime, there is no trash, there is no homeless people, there is no problems like the rest of the world has. It's totally different society. They look at things a lot differently,
Yep.
Oh,
That's
well,
why
Tongs keep their communities in check.
yeah, that's why if you go into that whatever
Isn't
you
it
want
the
to call
Japanese
that
that have the
process,
tongs, or what do they call them?
shit. I don't remember the exact term. But yeah,
Like
they
the family thing.
maintain
It's basically like the American mob shit, only they don't call it the mob. It's something
Oh, the
else.
Yakuza.
Yeah, they got that, and it's like tongs. Is it tongs? Like the bigger cartel group name or something?
what was it?
All I know is they don't screw around either, dude. People just
they don't.
You just go away.
Yeah, they keep things quiet. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing is they keep things quiet.
And
You know,
they
it's not. Go ahead.
they were talking about that is a lot of your Japanese criminal scenes are working with this process because they're losing people. They can't replace it. And if you look at how they initiate their members, it's way different than over here. There's more to it. There's more of everything to it. But they're losing capacity. So it's like when this rolled out, all these
Yeah,
different
right. Klingon princess. Yeah.
groups were like, so you're going to pay people to come over here and do the thing and be the thing with the thing and handle the thing. And these different groups are like, fuck, okay, Gov, we'll slap some money in on that because our groups are lackluster. We need more people. We need. So it's been a combination of the country. It's elected leaders and it's backdoor leaders to be like, yeah, we need this. This is something we need. And those groups tend to protect those that come over to help. It's really weird and interesting to look at it.
Well, and they're one of those countries you kind of notice, and maybe it's just, I am a redneck in the woods and my interest isn't very far except for mechanical shit, but it doesn't seem like anybody really gives a shit about Japan except for the good you get out of it. Like, we become some always international news thing as US, Europe, Russia. Nowadays China gets on the stage every now and then, but nobody really talks about all these. There's 170 countries and only like a handful actually get talked about.
West
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
The rest are just kind of there.
I love Japan's culture. I love I love Japan's culture. I do. I love their architecture. I love it.
Isn't their biggest fear basically China? Isn't that their lifelong ancient enemy?
Yeah, West Taiwan.
I mean, and it actually stems from Japan invading China and enslaving them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of right. It's
well, yeah, because weren't they the bully until we pretty much
we showed them the sun. Yeah, they started their shit. We showed them the sun a couple times, and they were like, "Oh, damn, they don't fuck around."
Yeah, they totally enslaved every. I mean, but they weren't the only ones either. But
no,
they were the most brutal at the time.
I mean, everybody over there fucking just fucked with everybody, literally. Oh no, we're gonna fuck with you. I don't want you fuck with. I don't care. We're gonna fuck with you.
Right? Yeah. Japan's got ninjas and samurais.
Yeah, Japan's like, oh, we're gonna fuck with the United States. The sun.
Well, they could have won.
Not once, twice. And they kind of sat back.
Understand this.
Yeah, they kind of sat back and went, that was probably a bad idea. Let's be friends. And what we do, we're like, okay. Okay, we're cool with that. Yeah. Just, you fucked around. You found out. You good? You good? Yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. We can be buddies. Right. We can, we can chill. We can hang out. We can do the weekend bar thing. All right, let's go. But that's us. We can be like, yep, you fucked up. You found out. Now we're friends. How many
we'll destroy your country.
Yeah.
But we'll also rebuild it afterwards.
Yes.
Right.
We fucking showed them the sun.
And the only thing you can't do is you can't go strutting around acting like a badass no more. So just we'll cover any of your shit. If anybody flexes on you, we'll take care of it. Yep. And they just are like, okay. But I'll tell you what, Fat Electrician, actually, he did a deal just a couple weeks ago. And man, I can't remember the company's name, but it was the Japanese citizens over here that were going to be rounded up into the camps when this all started to go down. And we were like, oh, no, I don't know if we can trust it. Well, they actually signed up. They became one of the most badass units during that whole thing. And they believed in America. And it was pretty badass.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good episode. I like that dude, man. That if that dude had been my history teacher, I don't know where I'd have turned out in life because I'd have paid attention for once.
Yes,
we should
absolutely.
just make
That
Japan
electrician.
our next state. We just
They
be like,
helped.
hey, Japan, you want to be our next state? We should. I mean, really, we should.
I mean, we already got Okinawa. I mean, tell you the truth.
Yeah. Let's
you know,
just take all the whole
yeah,
Japan. Come
Son,
to the
flex
United
that
States,
hard
be a
on China,
state.
don't you know shit's gonna come out then?
Oh God, they're gonna be
It's like,
pissed.
oh
as
yeah, we're
fuck.
just gonna go ahead and adopt them. So that's now US. And it's like, what? It's like, yep, right next door.
Yeah, West Taiwan is gonna be pissed to fuck.
West Side.
What was that you were saying about that little island out there? I think you're gonna stay away, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
You know we're selling Twinkies there now, right? You just walk away, Fluffy. Walk away.
Just walk away. Just walk away.
And they will. They will.
Mhm.
I mean, for the most part, you know, China and the world knows it. They're a paper tiger. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, really, if you look, well, I mean, you guys know this because you guys you're smart. You're military. You understand this concept. You look at, and I'm a civilian. I'll say it. I'm a civilian, but I learn from all my military friends, my military family, and I look at the world and I look at the different countries and I do my research. And it's like, okay, this one's a nasty one, but these ones, dude, their balls are bigger than their mouth, and they don't know what they're doing. And it's like, these are the ones that are going to be stupid. These are the ones that's going to start shit, and somebody's going to walk up and be like, back in your corner.
I mean, but what China does have is they have thousands of years of subterfuge and you know, just coming at you sideways. You know, sneaky. You know,
they have all that, but they don't. I mean, one virus locked their whole country down.
well, they did it for I mean, they're Marxists now, so they're full on communists. It's sad. It is sad because the Chinese people, they're absolutely wonderful.
They
wonderful
are,
people,
yeah,
but,
they are. I know
you
a few, we have a few that live here. They are. We have Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Korean. We have them all, and they're epic. They're awesome, but it's like, and I don't blame it on the people of that area. It's their. I can't call them leaders. They're not leaders. They're bosses. That's what they are. They're bosses. They're not leaders.
Right.
You know, because leaders are in the shit with you doing the things. Bosses stand above you telling you how to do it, even though they don't know how to do it. And that's how I see a lot of the governments throughout the country countries, I should have said that way.
Thanks, Eric.
Is their bosses. They're not leaders.
Yeah.
Some are. Yeah, you definitely do get one out of a million.
yes,
But the thing is
yeah, subterfuge.
there's so many different countries. Literally, you could just walk into that country and be like, and puke on the floor, and they lock the damn thing down. Which honestly is no different than here. That happened here too. It's just we didn't weld people in their houses. But who's to say the next round? But that's the thing is, do you want to be led? And I'm not going to say ruled, because ruled is a bad choice of word. Well, some countries you are ruled by your bosses.
Well, see, that is a tyrannical rule over there, dude.
Yes.
That's what's actually ironic is you literally have a living example of what one is. Instead, they talk shit about this corrupt one we've got. We've got a corrupt administration, but that's actually the tyrannical rule shit.
Yes, that is a full boot on your neck leadership. Well, no, I'm not going to say leadership. It's not a leadership. It's a
it's
leadership.
It's a tyrannical regime. It really is.
That's a boss, not a leader. You know, a leader walks in the room and goes, "Hey, people, here's our goal. Here's what we need to do. I'm going to be in the shit with you to make sure this goal happens. We can do this." But then you got a boss, which a tyrannical leader is standing above you going, "You do now. Here's how you do it." Yeah, that's
Swamp Ass Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's what I said.
Where can people get that shirt there, Ghost Lincoln?
Nowhere. It's custom. A lot of my t-shirts are custom made. And I
Yeah.
have one or two of them. I don't
Hey, so what do you think about this whole Israel-Iran thing?
Boom.
they're
So
gonna
what
do
you think's
them.
next?
Truthfully, I hope we stay out of it and let them figure it out. I
Well,
mean,
I
they've
gotta
been
say,
fighting
the
each other for
whole-
how long now?
all the shit that Trump has kind of talked about, I'm kind of, I've been supportive, but you say you're a no war dude. I guess we're fixing to find out.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, these guys have been throwing shit at each other forever. And you're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna support this one. No, let these two figure this shit out. This is biblical. This is world. This is an event that is not just started. It's been forever. Let these two work and figure this shit out.
Well, I know how they're gonna figure it out.
You're not gonna
Well, yeah.
work it out. And I gotta
No.
say, I mean, I'm
They're
an
gonna
old dude,
eliminate
so I'm
one or
kind
the
of
other.
under the bad Iran. I remember that when they were good in the 70s. I
Yeah.
remember seeing things back then when things were way different. So they've gone under that whole, tyrannical kind of regime rule, and it's flipped their whole thing. It's just like the Palestine thing. I'm an old dude.
Shit.
So for me, Hamas is a terrorist organization, and I'm still remember the days when all the media even used to put out, and everybody stood around with their mouth hitting the floor going, they just elected who to lead them? And it was like, yep, that's right, Hamas, the terrorist organization. Holy shit. And then all of a sudden
You know what they say?
different-
Shiite happens.
Yeah. Shit happens. But I think you know what? If you got to go in and make it, if you got to do the glass pile, you got to do a glass pile. I mean, because that is that mentality that comes the time. There's got to be the line, and you can't FAFO with that kind of, hey, yeah, sure, you know what? You go ahead and keep playing with the nukes, and we're just going to take you at your word, because when you find out, it's too late. So I mean,
yeah, because eventually one of them's going to hit that button, or one's going to hit the other one's shit.
Well,
and cause the same situation.
Iran's not. Iran's
you get a
not.
group of bullies, and
They're
you
not
get a
gonna
group
do
of people that think that they can dominate like that. There comes a point in time when you just got to go on and punch hard enough that the message reverberates that, no, we're not doing this. We're not going here. And then it puts everything in a calmer check.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean everybody, of course, I love how Trump was like, oh, we didn't have anything to do with that. We had everything to do with that. We provided them with the technology, the military industrial complex. They buy everything from us, and then of course we buy from them.
He meant precisely plan wise, like that was.
Oh yeah, right. So, but I mean, that's our gear. That's what's those companies? That's Norfolk and Grumman. That's Lockheed Martin. That's all of them.
Yeah,
but
he basically meant we gave him a Snickers or two, but we didn't give him the handbook.
But I mean, what Israel does on the other end of the spectrum, they're one of the largest providers for the military industrial complex in innovation.
Yeah,
they make a lot of shit. Not only in hardware but in intelligence gathering as well. So they have literally led the way in most cases. The Pegasus program, sideways shooting guns, shit like that. But everybody's like, okay, yeah, this is small potatoes. You got little Israel and little Iran, throwing rocks at each other. Israel's going to obviously they've already overwhelmed them in the first hour. It was like, bam, let's just knock down everything that can hurt us.
Have you looked into that? Did you look into that attack?
I seen the footage.
The fuck out of them today.
I seen the footage. Like the beepers were pretty freaking wild. That was pretty cool.
Right.
The beeper, but
beepers,
this right here, dude, This is like 0 civilian casualties. This was like
Yep.
strategic shit. Like
Yeah.
they're in room 203, and it's like, okay, through this window, you just need this big of enough of a concussion. Yep,
Yeah.
there that section's gone. There you go. They're the only ones that went, and it's like, dude,
That commander's
this is
gone. That
legendary.
general's gone. That leader's gone. The chief of police is gone. The
Yeah.
head of security, the lunch lady. Yeah, it's just it targeted. Everything was absolutely just precision guided target. And now some of the buildings, they just totally just wiped them out. Boom, whole thing
Yeah.
gone. You know?
There were the areas in which the scientists were in. They just
And then
basically said
the bunker busters as well, because Iran went subterranean with their shit, to hide everything, and they just like,
didn't get all
well,
that either.
guess what,
Yeah,
right?
they didn't get all that.
But yeah, so they've crippled Iran. They've definitely crippled Iran. Now, what
Well,
Iran
they-
has done to reciprocate is what they threw some Scud missiles at them. I mean, what do you fucking do, right?
200 missiles direct launched.
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere. They're not blowing. Half of them don't even blow up.
No, but the problem is, and this is a simple premise that all of us understand, is when you take the weakest person and you put them into a corner, they're either going to back away and cower and just submit. They're going to be like, okay. Or they're going to come out of that corner hell bent on complete destruction.
Iran's not. That's my point. Iran is not going to be that guy. They can't be because they are an oppressed society, and they already have. Yeah, they suppress the hell out of it. There is a movement going on for the people of Iran to they want to throw off the yoke of tyranny. They do. They have massive demonstrations. They have meetings. They have an underground system that has been working, and of course Israel, Hamas, Yamas, and the Mossad have been working to try to facilitate, and the Americans as well, right? We're all about that too. That life, the CIA, and all that. We want to foster that uprising any way we can, which it doesn't need much. But Iran is so heavy-handed. How they deal with protests is they just shoot people. Like, oh, you want to protest against the Ayatollah Khomeini, huh? Well, bang to you.
You got to go.
Yep, bang,
I'll
bang,
be
bang.
honest. I mean,
Devil
their
Dog Pepper,
history,
what's up, buddy?
Dog, what's up, man?
their histories,
buddy.
their reactions, their everything has been very meek and weak. But I just don't feel they're going to do that this time.
I mean, what they have that is absolutely kind of the only thing they have is their terrorist ties, and that's the whole jihad thing.
And they're everywhere.
Let me throw this back by you though. So, because Iran is just like they're the pivot man in the circle.
Devil Dog.
So you got the Taliban, you got Hamas, you've got all these other little groups. Okay, well, like they were on the verge of like they didn't exist, like they were starving. But then the whole 2020 thing went down, and then Abbey Gate went down. Well, then they got all that equipment. They got access to all that equipment, all that money, and then he's turned around and gave them even more money through different channels. So that brought fire all back to it. So it's not so much attacking them, but what about their buddies then collectively causing?
Well, there is different factions of the terrorist world. So you've got your Iran, Houthis, and Hamas, and all that, right? And they work on their level. They don't like to mess around with the Al Qaeda's and such, because they're a different breed. And it is what's his name, Bin Laden. It is the Bin Laden group, right? The whole what is it, ISIS? ISIS is actually a CIA construct that is also controlled by Bin Laden, right? Hussein Bin Laden actually is his name.
Yeah, but don't you think at some point some of that's kind of been like spun out and it actually exists on its own?
Yeah, exactly. Bin Laden, all the Bin Laden group right? Terrorist groups in Afghanistan, Iraq, and all that. Excuse me.
I just worry about them looking at Iran as being like mother hen is getting taken down, and we got to.
They are, yeah, they are, and maybe, but they have their own little funding elements, right? So they, especially Hamas, and the biggest moneymaker for them is drugs and trafficking, right? So drugs and trafficking, and they do that worldwide. Check out Interpol. The most wanted people have names that are hard to pronounce, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
you just gotta catch a bad
saying.
cold
I
in order to say
mean,
them.
Right.
they're going to keep throwing rocks at each other until somebody throws a boulder.
And so that's going to be that they don't want that. Iran does. Iran has stated many, many times, and it's kind of like a caveman that wants to stay a caveman because they believe they're still Persia. That's Iran's, whole thing is we are Muslim Persia. We are the Muslim Mecca of the world. And actually that's where Mecca is, right? Or no, it's in Saudi Arabia. Anyway,
Saudi Arabia
but they want to be the Mecca of the Muslim world. And they're absolutely radical fundamentalist when it comes to that point, where the rest of the Muslim world are like, you guys are stupid. That's why we don't live in Iran. Right. So, of course, so they're cavemanish in their ways. And they want to stay cavemanish in everything, in their doctrine and their tradition. And they're trying to, just basically destroy Israel. That's and America. So, I mean, we're
evil, bad Westerners.
Yes, we're the biggest sin. They see Israel as the little sin, right? Because we kind of prop them up. The whole UN thing and everything. So everything was going good in the Middle East, right? Because it was all taken over by either the Umayyad or the Abbasid, or Shiite Sunni, right? So and along came the UN or the world powers after World War II and said, hey, guess what? All Jews get to live in Israel. And so boom, Israel has begun. And the whole Muslim world is like, no, hell no. Let's get rid of them. We got rid of them once before. Let's do it again. So let's. You want another crusade? So, but this time Israel is like super fucking powerful.
Dude, I gotta say, I've seen some interviews, and I didn't know the real, I guess, the personal level of October 7th for them, because all you ever hear is the whole CIA and they planned in Mossad. But that personal thing, dude, that was like their most holy day of days. And there were people literally off work, and there was we don't do no money. There's no business. And so,
right. Your Jubilee, all that stuff, they took
that very personal, and it's been they're
well, I mean, some things cannot be ignored.
That's why I asked about Iran with Hamas, because the part of that interview was, that's apparently because Israel feels like their whole deal with the whole Gaza thing, but they feel like that's Iran being their money backer. So then that's why the minute Iran flexed a little, they just went ahead and jumped and did what they did.
And so Klingon Princess, this is exactly what's going on in the Middle East. Is everybody wants to be on top. Everybody wants to be in charge. Everybody wants to be king of the hill. So Iran has been trying to be the king of the hill for quite some time, and quite frankly, they are. They fund a lot of shit, they do. But also, what else did I see here? So this one right here, this is the interesting thing. Everybody's like, okay, it's Israel against Iran, but it could be America against Russia, or America or the allies against the BRICS, kind of thing. Because Iran, the axis of evil, the whole thing, history repeats itself. I don't think so. I think Russia would just be like, whatever, y'all you do you. Good luck. Would you like some AK-47s? That's basically how Russia's going to be. China's same way. They're not going to dedicate any kind of military force to this. They're not. They're just not. No.
There was talk, I think it was on Fox, and I think it was my son showed it to me or something as where earlier. But apparently Putin has offered to negotiate, to mediate between the two, Israel and Iran. And apparently people thought that was kind of funny. It's like, well, yeah, it is kind of funny since you're in your own engagement right now that calls for negotiations.
So yeah, they're going to go diplomatic on the shit.
Yeah.
Our stance is y'all should stop fighting, but we'll sell you some stuff if you want to.
That's why I say we're fixing to see what Trump's really about. I mean, if it really has been bullshit, I guess we'll see. Because he's apparently pissed off. I'll say that. You watch some of them interviews that they do up on that Air Force One when he does those little 5, 7, 9, sometimes 20-minute little gaggles with the press. Oh, he ain't a happy camper. He's like, and you can, I don't know. I take it in a redneck way. He just is like, man, look, dude, people got to stop killing each other. People just dying. That's what all that's happening with all this.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. So I mean, I really don't want to, be like a Jew basher here. Okay, so I think what Israel has turned into, right, and what they have evolved into is a society, a Jewish society, which is what they wanted. Exact same thing as the Muslim society. A Muslim society wanted to be a Muslim society, so they created one. So the Jewish, they wanted to create this stronghold for themselves, and they did. And everybody, just about everybody, well, most of the Middle East wants them gone, and in the worst way. And so you've got countries that, quite frankly, I mean, they've got a GDP of a small town in Ohio. I mean, a township. And so, but they're backing Iran. I'm like, come on. I mean, it's just. It's that age old thing, and it's stupidity at its finest. It's actually it's the same the divide and conquer, and that's the thing that the Middle East does not understand, is they are being divided and conquered over and over and over again, right? So I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book, and they claim that they are masters at the shit. And I have to admit, the whole, you look at the Assassin's Creed, the whole jihad concept, that worked. That worked in gaining power, because they would take over a country, not with a whole army, but just 2 or 3 suicidal guys that were just willing to, kill your king or kill your sultan in front of everybody and die for the cause. So it spread fear throughout the whole, caliphates. And that's how they got their caliphates, and then they moved in and just started insulating themselves and growing in power, just like Iran did. Make no mistake about it, fascism, communism, Marxism, and Muslim, that radical Muslim caliphates, they don't like each other, but they tolerate each other because they're all tyrannical. But they're so tyrannical that they all want to be in charge. That's the nature of the beast. It eats. It wants to eat everything. Anyway, I open up discussion to the panel and chat.
Don't put your mouth on it and enjoy bacon.
Ohio, where's it at?
Right. So.
Oh, it's in the middle of nobody cares, but we're here, so watch it.
And I've read the Quran. I've talked to a lot of Muslim. I know a bunch of Muslim people, and it's they for the better part, they want to live their lives just as they see fit in a type of pious manner, just like Christianity, just like a lot of other religions. But just like a lot of other cultures and religions, they have their radical side.
Like a lot of normal everyday people, we would just want to live and be left the fuck alone and enjoy our life and not have somebody fucking around and being ass backwards fucking stupid, making our life a living hell. We don't want that. We want to get up in the morning, do what we have to do, enjoy life, enjoy family, and go to sleep. We don't want to get up in the morning and be like, oh, great. Wilbur over here has got a fucking pine tree up his ass, and now I have to fucking deal with it. Really? No.
Why does it gotta be a pine tree though?
It just came to mind.
I think he's just picking on East Texas. That's what it is.
No, I love Texas. But at the same point, you look at all these different countries, you look at all these different religions, you look at all these different, I'll say it, races and everything, is everybody always has that one fuckhead that wants to start shit. And then there's always these other fuckheads that are like, that fuckhead's right. We should follow that fuckhead. And then the fuckheads get together, make a fucking fuckhead group. And then the rest of us are like, dude, I just want to go to work, have a great meal, and enjoy my family. And you're fucking.
And that's how you get your fucking mess, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why the human species cannot just be like, oh, that's what you want to do? Okay. Let's be respectful, be honorable about it, and not be a fuckhead. Oh, you want to be a fuckhead? All right, I'll be a fuckhead. But that's not how it works, because everybody just wakes up and goes, I want to be a fuckhead today.
And there's always somebody that's the mastery of fuckery.
Yes. You always have that master of fucktardery that just wants to stir the fuckery up and make the fuckery worse. So you go from a fuckery to a fucker you to a fucker everything. Oh.
So Wolfgang says the question is, why is your belief better than mine? Question mark.
Exactly.
Question. Hey man, see, I don't care as long as whatever it is you fucking believe does not affect me and mine.
Right.
Isn't hurting people.
Team fucking
right.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And you know what? Our Constitution allows that. Our way of life in America allows for that. Do what you want. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and we give you guns to be able to back that shit up. So go ahead, do what you want to do. Just make sure that you're cool about it, and that's what it's all about. And I think that's a really cool thing. But the rest of the world is all about some damn. It's still stuck in that tyrannical level.
Their shit on everybody else.
They want to be tyrannical. They want kings. They want kingdoms. They want everyone to be in lockstep. They want everyone to put your thumb exactly under their control.
I'm sorry, but I think we're sitting at this point in all our lives and all the human society's life is that we need to look at each other and be like, fuck off, deal with it. This is me. That is you. So is life. End of story. I don't care. You want to preach the Bible of the algae. Okay.
I mean, I look at it. I look at it this way: I subscribe to the Universal Brotherhood. I really do. We're all here. We're all the same. I really truly believe that. Even regardless of race, color, creed, religion, whatever the case may be, diet. I don't care. I look at people as people. My race is the human race. What's yours? So so if aliens come to the planet, then be cool. Be cool about it.
Yeah. Don't be fuckheads, because we gonna eat you. We will fry you, barbecue you, pulled pork your ass.
We're gonna dissect you. We're gonna steal your technology. Don't fuck around. I mean,
dude, that gray motherfucker smells like bacon. I'm just saying.
Somebody's gonna test that. Yeah.
You know it. Yeah. Yeah, you know it. World gets attacked by aliens, and somebody's over there going,
Yeah,
Dude,
brother,
they taste like bacon. All I'm saying, any alien that comes to the Earth better not taste or smell like bacon because they're fucked. They're fucked. They're done. Or coffee. If you come down here and you smell like coffee or bacon, you're fucked. Don't
Right.
start shit. You better behave and be good because we either gonna cook you,
Shadow
eat you,
office.
boil you, bake you. You're done. Oh, you got that cool laser radiation thing. Yeah, I got a cast iron skillet and some butter. Let's fucking go.
I got 5.56, right?
Yeah.
So I love my sci-fi. And so well, I think it was Stargate. And they were dealing with the Greys. And the Greys were appalled that we still use a chemical reaction to make a projectile go forward. When they use like dematerialization and they thought of themselves as very, very
Oh, yeah.
intellectual with
Oh,
their destruction. Yet here we are with our melee weapons and our kinetic energy weapons, basically throwing rocks. We're still throwing rocks to this day. They're just
But it
backed by
fucking
gunpowder.
works.
They're
Shit
backed by
works.
gunpowder, or rocket propellant, So that's very. It's still to this day very arcane technology. That I can yeet something at a very distance and explode and create a lot of damage. Whereas you look at an alien race is like that is just barbarian. That's got to scare the hell out of them.
Dude pulls the trigger and the whole person's vaporized. That's fucking horrible.
Or they pull the trigger and you shit yourself or you feel happy, or something.
The brown note. Eat shame pants. That'd be a fun gun to build, wouldn't it? You build a gun that you fired somebody and they get the brown note and they just shit themselves. That's riot control right there. You walk into a crowd of these fuckheads with that gun, and you're like, brown note, brown note, brown note, brown note, brown note, and they're all just shitting themselves. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Damn. Since Chat got hung up on the sap from the pine trees, when it gets on you, you can, if it's like a body part, you can use like a fingernail polish type, and if it's on just like your hand, you want to get off, WD-40 gets it off too.
Gasoline works too, just don't light a cigarette.
Well, yeah.
Actually, brake cleaner works really good too, but same note, don't light a cigarette and preferably keep your nose away from it because you're gonna get high. Yeah, I know everything in the world is twisted and tainted and fucked with, but I still have this feeling that one of those two is going to throw a boulder. I don't know what this feeling is, but it is a feeling that these two have been fighting forever. They've been throwing golf balls, then they went to softballs, then they went to bowling balls. One of them is going to throw a boulder, and it concerns me in the fact that one of them did it. I mean, they're obviously, they're over there, but I still have this strange feeling that one of them is going to do it. I just don't know which one.
Oh, dude, yeah, because it's the whole timing of events, and it's just the way it's the peak of everything, and it's kind of everything's kind of on that edge. He was right that he had just got through doing that speech, and over there, and had him kind of everybody was like clapping you up. Everybody's in a good, and then I'll be damned. But I will say there was talk that apparently that old Netanyahu dude felt like he was getting the cold shoulder there because whenever he went and did that and everything, and he's just kind of like, look, y'all got to get along, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, because our normal, when you think of the political scheme, it's always been a politician talking shit. So it's always been the standard political rhetoric. Now all of a sudden you actually got a dude who goes like, hey man, no, we just need to stop killing everybody. People are just dying. And it's like, wait, whoa, this is like foreign language. What are you talking?
Yeah, because they don't look at it that way. They don't care.
Shit, no, man, it's the war machine. That's I mean, you're basically asking Walmart not to sell, groceries or anything anymore. You're just like trying to cut them off at the knees. You just,
yep.
That war machine. And dude, look at seeing it's like the Lindsey Graham Ukraine shit. Dude, that dude was signing missiles that we were sending over there to be used. That's how much he was promoting that. He's signing these things, and it's like, look, dude, I get it, man. If you jack with us, then we need to unleash hell on you. I get that. But this shit over there, no.
What? Yeah.
And this whole NATO shit, dude. See, I ain't down with that no more because you know you're not following it. Look at what just went down with COVID and shit, and the way all them damn countries acted with their people and shit. No, fuck you, man. This ain't a NATO thing. You guys aren't following the pillar of freedom of America and the Republic, democratic process bullshit. None of that. No, you've twisted your shit. The hell with that.
They twisted it and pushed what they think's right, not what is actually right.
That's it. Kick ties. They'll all be back because none of them would exist like they do if it wasn't for us.
Yeah, facts. Yep. They'd have no backing, no power if it wasn't for us.
Dude, we're creating. I mean, I get it. It looks all jacked up now, but we changed the dynamics. I mean, you just look at the history and you can see this whole evolving thing. And then all of a sudden, this whole Democratic Republic thing, Freedom Bill of Rights. What?
It was like a brick wall.
It interrupted everything.
Yeah. Everything's going and flowing. And then all of a sudden, brick wall. Wait, what the fuck's this? Wait,
so
what?
I do worry because I think that this is because it's a combination. It's kind of like when all the little fuckers get together, to put aside their shit for a moment. That's what I worry about because you have the deep state, that's embedded over there in Israel. So they have their own version. Then you have the international bullshit, the whole little Schwabi stuff and all that stuff. So you have the whole little thing. Then you have our own political crookedness and our own little deep state shit. And you just kind of go, man. And then you've already let, anywhere from, I don't know, pick a number between 10 to 20 million. I mean, because everybody throws it out. So we must be in there somewhere. And it's like and they know they caught people. See, this is why I told the missus going, they know that they caught people like, hey, you know what? No. You're a known bad dude. Okay. Yeah, that sounded really cool. That dude did you catch him with anything? Did he have anything? No, he didn't. Oh, well, shit. Guess what? He was coming here to meet somebody, which means somebody's already here.
Thanks.
So, and then now this is going down, and it's kind of like, you're talking about people that don't have any sanctity for life. So, malls, town squares, school, they don't care.
Oh.
Devil Dog Prepper, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
How you doing, bro?
I'm alive. I'm here.
Hey, man, that's half the battle right there.
So how's your business going?
Busy. I just got to get shit organized in the garage to be able to put some more stuff out, coming up with some new things. So
yeah, he
really
don't chat with us anymore, so he's a busy man.
Really? Yeah, tell us about this. And I love the name. I love the name, by the way.
Oh, Freedom Force Creations. Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to do more than just the things that I'm doing. The cutting boards are a specific group of people because not everybody's willing to drop $150 for a cutting board. So I'm trying to do some cheaper ones, not getting the quality cheaper, but the wood. So
like a cheese board or a charcuterie board.
Well, no, like a lot of the boards, and I've made 6 or 7 of them. And Cha-Cha, your main one is done. ready to go. I just got to get with you to figure out the 2 smaller ones, and then your order is done. So, but
oh yeah, ooh.
You make cutting boards?
yes, sir.
He makes all kinds of wooden shenanigans.
I need to get with you to see how much a good cutting board would.
But I've had several people. My flags that I make, people thought that they were cutting boards, and when they find out that they're not cutting boards, they're all like, "Oh, well, can you make one?" I'm like, and maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, but I'm like, I can't do a cutting board out of a flag. To me is
Mhm.
if somebody else wants to do it, then by all means they can make it. But for me, being a Marine veteran, I don't know.
Yeah, I got your concept on that.
Even though it's not an actual flag that you're cutting on, I don't know. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah. Right. I mean,
yep.
I mean, you wouldn't have a American flag trash can, would you? You know,
Yeah,
or,
no.
or something like the American flag toilet. I mean, yeah, I feel you there. Kind of a bit of a feeling of disgrace going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm going to leave it go.
Wild, man.
I'll continue to make my flags. I did pick up a green that I'm going to do the green stripe
Thank you, Ray.
for the military, and then the wood shop class that I went to, and I get to use their shop. They have a laser engraver and a CNC machine that I can use at my disposal. But obviously, I don't know any of that stuff yet, so they will help me. But like the military, for anybody that wants like their service dates or anything engraved on one of the stripes, I can get that done, and that'll be an additional option for people. So,
Wow. Really?
Laser engraving's actually pretty easy. I know a guy.
I know a guy too. But it's just I'm trying to get my stinking website up, and I know
That
a
I
guy
don't know.
I know a guy that can help me. I just need to take the time to get set down and do that. So because once I get my website up, I mean I've handed out so many cards that people have wanted to look at my products, and I need to get it up and running. That way people can see it and people can buy it. And so, yeah.
I know a guy that does business cards too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, business cards that I can hand out willingly, not
Can you do something on your YouTube page that I can share?
As far as what?
Your woodworking. Freedom
Yeah,
Forest.
well, once I get my website up, then I can post the link and stuff like that, and people can go and
Okay.
look at it. But
do you like a little intro to your shop video, and then people could always just share that video when you kind of talk about what you do at your shop?
Yep.
It wouldn't so much be your channel as a whole, but they would at least put them. People like,
yeah, I'm not looking to expand a YouTube channel doing my woodworking right yet. So,
I see.
Just
Chacha
trying to.
want to know how she pays you.
We'll talk to see how we do that. Whether, I mean, with this website, I had to
That was
accept their terms on the payment options. So they handle everything. So you can use credit cards and all that kind of stuff, but they want 2.9% of the sale plus 30 cents per transaction. And I really didn't want to get into that, but in order to get the website up and running, I had to select a payment option. So,
well, I mean, it's a kind of a necessary expense, I guess.
yeah,
either you pay them or you do it yourself, and you absorb that cost.
Yeah.
Right. So,
There are places that do websites for free, but I don't remember them off the top of my head.
So I just got to take the time to actually sit down and finish up this website, and then once that's done, then I can start posting the stuff that I'm doing, and
Right.
then I've started some other smaller projects that people in my area have wanted done. I got a guy that I'm drawing up raised bed garden for around his whole entire deck.
Wow. Really?
Ooh, awesome.
Wow.
Hey, Bob, what's up?
Bob comes in here with the popsicles.
Well, I finally got the garden completed. It's done. Now it's time for him to grow, and I'm so late on getting a lot of stuff in. But
Fucking slacker.
I already
What
got
the
peppers
hell?
coming up, and PA.
Oh yeah, man.
He just been slacking. He just like, oh, I'll be in the garage. Fuck the garden.
That's great news, Dog. That's great news. You're just steadily, methodically working at it, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get it off the ground the right way. So get feet under it, get a foundation where it can just start
Well,
taking
and
off.
I got some shows that I'm going to. I got a couple next month. I got some, I don't know, probably like 6 of them that I got signed up for in the next few
Wow.
months. So
Yeah. And I hear that you had some actual news exposure as well, right?
yeah. So one of our local channels, news channels, was at an event that I was at, and they did a little, I don't know, 20-second segment on my table and shouted out my Freedom Forest creations, and it was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
This
Hey,
guy
that's
plays with wood.
He's got a hard wood.
yeah.
He got party wood. I did see that bit. That was epic.
Hey, and to answer your question, X, I revamped my crosses that I made, and so you're getting a better version of it than the one I already had made for you. So
Oh, he sanded this one down.
yeah. Yep.
Devil Dog owes me like 6 ass kickings. I'm just gonna keep stacking.
Don't give
them.
away
I'm
all my
just-
secrets, Ghost.
Yeah.
That's right,
Me and
Jay.
Devil Dog shenanigans. Bug out weekend. We're shenanigans. Both of us are side by side. Shenanigans are happening. End of story.
Oh, I know, X. I got to get this stuff going, and
Yeah, I'm behind on all my engraving. I got people want stuff, and it's like, you want what on a who with a where? Yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I don't know how it's gonna come out.
Right.
I've done a few, like I did an order of business cards. It was only like 30 business cards, but they do like a cleaning service. So what they did was
Really?
they
Yeah.
had like 30 of these business cards made, and then they handed them out to their like main, what do you want to call them, people, and then they went and bought like a bunch of business cards, paper ones from somebody else. But when they got like their, I guess you'd say, a larger account capacity, they would give them the aluminum business cards I do, and it worked really well. But
So I'd like to play Devil Dog. I know it's probably not the time and place, but I'd like to place an order for a flag.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good deal.
absolutely. And can I get it custom made with the You said the service dates.
Absolutely. We'll talk offline. We'll get the information, and
Cool.
we'll go from there.
I like it. I like it.
I'm pretty stoked about the green. So, being in the military, you wore the shit all the time, and I kind of walked when I got out. I was done with that green, and then getting into the
Same here.
woodworking, I got one of the green shirts on now, but I've grown to love that green again. So
Yep. Say that's the same way. I mean, same here. It's the pack is never off.
Yeah.
We might put it down for a little bit just to, rest the shoulders, but it's something about it, man. We put it back on and keep going.
Yes, Bob, you're right. OD green.
I love OD green. I didn't have to wear it all the time like you guys did, though. But
Yep.
Well, yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. This is great stuff, dude. Great stuff.
OD.
But I got a guy that wants me to build a bar in his basement now.
Oh, badass.
Those can get fun.
Yeah. And then I got a guy that wants me to help him. It's actually my uncle. He wants to build a tabletop with 2 pieces of live oak or live walnut, and then
Really?
epoxy in the middle.
Ooh, really?
Allegedly, I may know a guy that knows how to do that.
So we'll see.
It's
I
actually.
had a friend of mine. Wow, that's badass. I've seen some amazing epoxy bars and stuff like that done. That's pretty cool.
KP, to answer your question, the crosses are 25. So
to use the epoxies when you're using 2 live edge slabs is different. There's a lot of fuckery that can happen, and it's not because of you or anything. It's because of the live edge slabs.
What's up, Jay?
We did a 30-foot long conference table that was dual live edged black walnut, and in the middle they had their own. It was just like little figures and pencils and pens and stuff. Those wasn't so much a problem, but the actual wood would gas off or bubble, and it created a different situation which you had to work with. But it's really easy to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It came out good. Then somebody went through there and did some routing and added LED lighting, and it was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because it lit the whole. It was like a ravine, basically, in the 2 slabs.
Yeah.
And then when I don't know who they had do it, literally, but he went down there and he routed just like this little fuzzy hair, like down the ravine, and then he put like an LED strip in there, and it was like, wow, that's pretty badass.
Wow, Chucker.
I'll be right back.
All right, rescue.
Epoxy is badass, but when you start adding live material into it, well, a cut piece tree's dead, but it's organic. That's when you get the possibility for air pocketing, gasification, acid reduction, things of that nature. But you learn it. You see it as you pour, and then you start watching it cure, and you're like, oh, I got a problem right there. I'm gonna mark that and deal with that later.
Well, that's the good thing about this wood shop that I can utilize is the knowledge. Well, I mean, it's this guy's wood shop, and he does all this stuff, and I see he has products in his shop that he's done. So he's messed with all kinds of stuff, doing different things, So he has knowledge on doing the epoxy, and he actually has a table that he's working on is the black walnut, and then he's got a black river in the middle of all the epoxy. It's pretty cool. So
am I really that scary looking?
No,
okay. It's because of the
Looks
I,
like
I
somebody
have the
stepped on your
backlighting.
head.
Yeah. Hello, Clarice.
Eat your kidneys with a fava bean and a rich Chianti.
What is this? Oh, X says, I need a job, please. Let me know. Yes.
Hmm.
All right, I'll take myself off here. I'm too much fun here. Yeah, I got the I got this. I turned the light off, and yeah, I guess it does kind of look yeah. Let's do some ghost stories. Ghost stories.
I got nothing.
I've seen a ghost before. Yes, I have. At Bug Out Weekend, right there. He's down there. There he is.
The most I am a
cut
ghost
my
until
hair,
they
and you
need
can
me.
definitely see the scar now.
Oh damn! Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Mhm. Do your roar. What's my roar? I forget my roar.
I mean, honestly, consideration of what they did, that's not too bad of a scar.
Yeah.
I mean, your doc knew what he was doing.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go.
Well, he should. He said he's done this surgery over 500 times. So.
Ark. Greetings from the Erie Coast. Okay, there you go. Just for you, Cha Cha.
They just walked in the chat like he had 2 donuts and an energy drink.
What?
Shad
Firecracker. Firecracker likes a man only. Shad Firecracker like a man only with a mustache. You might want to shave the beard. You have 1 week. So I okay. I'm just reading that. It doesn't sound. Punctuation matters. Just saying. But yeah. So anyway, X here. I'm translating. He wants me to meet his sister, which her nickname is Firecracker.
Like
so,
my dad always told me, if they can't ride a beard, they don't get to enjoy the mustache. Oh,
right. I don't know about that now. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I do.
No, I'm not shaving anything. I'm not. No, I might trim something. But that's about it.
I'll drop one, but I ain't dropping them both. That's what I was always taught.
Oh God. Oh God.
Where the hell is that magnet? Oh, I know where that's.
Carol Ann Henderson. That's Carol Ann Henderson. Thank you, Carol Ann.
I still, KP Heathen, I know you're in the chat. I still have not looked at what you created for me. It's literally still sealed in the bubble wrap, everything. Once I open
Hey,
it, I'll do a video.
Manscaping is prepping too, right, Jay? I mean, Jay, Jay, happy birthday. By the way, I think he was Army.
Oh yes, 250 years.
250. Right?
And
Wow.
isn't that? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. They're protesting because it's Trump's birthday, but they said screw the army. It has nothing to do with that.
Right. Yeah, nothing to do with the Army.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize, Jay. I didn't know you were a squid. Oh yes. Yeah, I showed it. Yeah, Blue Butterfly. She made a sign for me. It's in storage right now. I have it with my backdrop stuff all packed away in storage in a storage unit. So that's why I don't have anything on the back wall right now. So but maybe later on in the future I'll build me a backdrop. We'll see. So
he
but
will.
yeah. Blue Butterfly made me a metal sign that said Mad Shad. I hung it on my awning at Bug Out Weekend. That was cool. Thank you very much, Blue Butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get his backdrop built. Give him time. It's not optional.
And hours of fun. I do. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I gotta pop every button, every bubble. I gotta pop them all. I
like to film with brake cleaner and light the bubble wrap.
See, that I like to pop them. It's the joy of Because hey, it's air, right? You're prepping air, so there you go. In case of emergency, you can just pop the bubbles and breathe.
You ever
That's
feel
my
bubble wrap with brake cleaner and lit it?
that's yeah.
And
Sounds
then
flammable.
this November, the Marine Corps' 250th birthday.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Army was first, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But
All right.
it took the Marines to kick everything off, though.
Well, they had to get the men's department going. That's the
I mean, I mean, it's I don't know, free crayons for everybody, everybody.
somebody gonna
That's
hit me
right.
for that one, but yeah, that's what I hear.
Well, I mean, they needed somebody to fight ship to ship, and do landing parties and stuff like that. So the Army wasn't willing to do that.
So, in all theory and technicality, Marines are pirates.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they
Yeah,
had the court.
I,
Yeah.
I always figured it was because, see, the Navy, they needed somebody to have a set of balls. So they said, hey, why don't we have some Marines? And then that way we don't actually have to do shit. We can just send them to do stuff.
So, it's
So
like the
they're
men's
on the
department
hat
of the
of the
Navy.
officers. You'll see there. It's called a core cram. It's basically it looks like it's embroidered, kind of like a plus sign on top of their hat. It's so that the Marine Corps sharpshooters in the up in the mass wouldn't have there wouldn't be friendly fire.
Mhm.
They could tell friend from foe up top. But the Army was dealing with the with the land, and the Marines were dealing with the coastline and the ships. And then, of course, then we got disbanded.
Sea, land, and air.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. We got disbanded and then got reenacted again. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, they did the same thing with Prohibition. They had a bright idea and realized it was retarded and said, hey, okay.
That's
Right.
been the history of humanity, isn't it?
All right. Take care of yourself, Wolfang. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Have a good
Have a
night.
good night,
Later, Wolf.
Navy boy.
Right.
The
Good night,
women's
Squid.
department has left the chat.
Good night, Pollywog.
He's gonna text me with you, Dick.
So is anybody going to any good protest tomorrow?
I'm going to protest
Wow.
this griddle out here at the carport.
I think I'm just gonna take tomorrow.
I'm even going to light it on fire.
He's gonna riot that bitch.
Yeah, it's gonna stick. You're gonna have a structure fire, a mini structure fire, and you're gonna burn animal flesh, char some
That's it.
animal flesh. Yep.
Yeah, but you got to do it right. You got to go out there, smother it with flammable fluid, and be like, "How do you like this, you self-driving car?" Poof.
I don't know.
Every time I check it, I'll be like, no justice, no peace.
What the fuck, Jay? All right, here we go. Food porn. 250-pound pig tomorrow.
In the ground?
There you go.
In
What
the
does
ground
she
or
have
on the
to say
spigot?
about that?
Yeah, tell us how you're gonna do this, Jay. We need details. I need some food porn details here.
So, I'm taking tomorrow off. I'll work Sunday. Tomorrow's gonna be my day out of 6 off.
And X is getting into the subway.
Ooh, a little Cash. What's that dude's name? Cash something.
Cash Patel.
Jordan? No, not that one. It's a dude out of New York. He does videos, all of the shit that goes down in New York. Cash. Is it Cash Jordan?
Fuck, what is his name?
Ooh, damn, marinating. All right, tell us about this marinade. Hitting the pit at 5 a.m.
Okay,
So you are putting it in the ground. Wow. Marinade. So tell us about the marinade there, Jay. It's all about the marinade.
Jordan, that's it. Yeah, Cash Jordan.
Cash Jordan. Okay. Oh, now I know. Okay.
I don't know. I might. I'm thinking about either a gun store or a truck store. Maybe both. I don't know.
I
That's-
gotta get gas, fish tank chemicals, and some seeds. I
Oh
think.
yeah. I want to gas up everything. So that's one of the things that we're going to see a little backlash about this Iran Israel thing. Is gas,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, early in
I
the
don't
morning.
understand why we don't get our gas from them. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, shit, we got enough oil here. You know,
Yeah.
but the thing about that is the oil that we have in our ground here, we don't have a lot of refineries that can refine that oil.
Then build it.
So the refineries that we have in the United States uses a certain type of crude oil that is not the same. They're built for like the oil that we get from other countries and stuff like that. It's more of a sweet oil, or I forget how to explain it, but I
Our
looked
shit.
into it because when I worked at the power plant, there was a refinery right behind me. So I talked to the guys quite often there. I'd have to go to a refinery, just about every day. And they were telling us that, there's only a handful of refineries in the United States that could actually refine crude oil that we would draw from the United States. So
United
Really?
States oil is called shale oil, isn't it? It's the more minerally thicker oil instead of the more flowing crude oil that we get from over that away, or that I don't know, the other fucking part of the world.
so the pig is butterflied, so it take half the time. I'm doing Mojo. I don't know what that is. Is that the drink Mojo? You know what I'm talking about? The pit is metal. It's a toe behind smoker with off-sided firebox. It'd be more Cuban style, so like a Cuban spice.
so it takes about 16 hours to smoke that butterflied?
Mojito. What? Yeah, butterflied. What? Cha-cha? You don't know about Koreans? Roof Koreans? You don't know about the rooftop Koreans? Oh my God. Those guys
I
are
can't,
heroes.
I can't say anything. I had to ask to.
Wow.
I
So-
heard the term, but I didn't know what it meant. And I'm like, Shad, what the hell is that? And he goes,
So yeah.
oh, okay.
What was that guy? Can't we all just get along? I forget his name.
Yeah.
But the guy that got beat by the LA cops and started the riot across the United States, in LA, of course, in Los Angeles or in California, you had this Korean group of business owners that everybody was looting every store except for the Koreans because they took to the rooftops and started shooting people.
Said not our shit.
So, that's right. So yeah, rooftop Koreans, man, they took care of business.
Right?
Oh,
Jeff
that's
Paul?
just mean we're gonna have a Rittenhouse 2.0.
Right. Is Mojo that fake weed? I'm thinking Mojo from Okinawa, the drink. It would come like a purple or green or orange. It was kind of like it was kind of like Japanese Boone's Farm or Mad Dog 2020. That's what it looked like. But man, it would fuck you up. They called it Mojo.
6 to 7 hours.
Jeff Claw.
Mojo on
Oh,
a
because we
250
butterflied it.
pound
All right. Because normally it would probably take about 16 to 24 hours.
Yeah, once you open it up like that, then you can cut cooking time in half.
Oh yeah, Rodney King.
pig. Bring the heat up a
6
little
to
bit.
7 hours. Mojo. Okay.
Sojo is Korean booze.
Mojo is a family of sauces mostly noted in the Canary Islands. Oh, shit. Cuba featuring garlic, olive oil, and citrus. Other ingredients are red green. Woo.
Bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Gesundheit.
Take it. Wow. That's badass, Jay. That's going to be amazing. Hey, Jay, you gotta make a video, bro. You gotta post that. I gotta see some of that food porn, man. That's gotta be amazing.
Just send him a text message. You smashing a pulled pork sandwich. That's it.
Oh, don't forget to beat your meat.
That's right. Beat your meat. Oh yeah, soju, right? Right. Deathclaw, and happy birthday to Deathclaw. I know Deathclaw is Army.
Boots
So-
and pants and boots and pants and boots. Oh,
Ugh.
What's up, Tuck? And Tuck, Army as well. Happy birthday,
Right on,
Tuck. You should be able to find Mojo at any Walmart, but you can make it very easy, very good Mojo at home.
dude, the only thing we find here at Walmart is fucking yoga pants and overcapacitated hover rounds. That's our Walmart.
Overcapacitated.
Hey, are you talking smack about hover rounds? What's up?
No, I'm talking smack about the Walmart shoppers riding them hover
Right.
rounds. That it should be a certified forklift operator driving that shit. 'Cause there is no
I think-
fucking way that shopping cart can move that ass.
I don't know. Them little hover rounds, dude, they got some torque in them little motors. I done dented the front door.
Chacha says she has a meat pounder.
Oh God.
Left or right?
Maybe
Oh,
ambidextrous.
Stop it, Cha Cha, please. It's enough.
See, she started that one. That had nothing to do with me. She started that one.
y'all instigate each other. I know how it works.
That was so fun when I was getting ready to put the meat in the smoker and I was trimming everything up and he had all these guys sitting around and then Jules is like, well, aren't you gonna slap it? And I looked at her like, what the hell? So I put
Not
my
good.
knife down and I smacked the meat.
I
And
remember
everybody looked at me
that.
like I was nuts. So then every time I got one of the pork butts done, I freaking smacked it, and they just cracked up laughing. I'm like, "You guys are sick. You're all sitting around watching me beat my meat in front of everybody, and you're all watching."
It was fucking bright. It was what made it better was the look on his fucking face when he did it. He just
All right, good night, Joe.
it was priceless.
Oh yeah, and the meat would quiver just right. I
It
mean,
just
when you smack it.
it's like, oh Jesus Christ. He got Jules over there going pineapple.
Rapid pounding. Pineapple, cucumber.
Yep. So
Jay
then
Creeper,
that
name
sign
your
that big
boot
one
meat.
from Half Ass Ready, that the one with the pig on it. They wrote a message on it and hung it on my canopy.
Really?
Yeah.
Devil Dog. That was just amazing, dude. I mean, that talk about just boom, because we were all basically eating just freeze dried foods and shit like that, and then you come along with brisket. I mean, it was just
I ate like
let's eat good.
a couple pounds of that. I watched him cook it.
I think I had bacon spam, and tortillas and stuff before that. That's I was roughing it. I was trying to hold out for the brisket,
I think I ate like once a day during the bug out. Except for that night when he cooked. I ate that, then I killed a chocolate cake and then took the other chocolate cake home.
Oh yeah. Right.
I'm looking at the table. I'm like, everybody's grabbing what they want, and it's like,
Well, when I got
yoink.
home and opened up the cooler, I'm like, shit, man, I had I don't know. I had more bacon in my cooler when I got home than when I came to bug out weekend. Man. I'm like, what? How the hell did bacon had babies in my cooler?
Yeah, they breed. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like road cones. You put them in a pile, they're gonna orgy. That's the end of it.
And that was the only reason why I brought my Blackstone was to do the bacon, and I just after being up all night with that damn pork, I wasn't about to cook no more.
So what happened to the chocolate cake?
Between the pork and the rainstorm, yeah.
Yeah.
I had pie. I took pie, didn't I? I took apple pie or something. I forget.
Yeah, I figured it was
I know
apple.
there was a fight over the cherry pie or whatever it was with Tracy and a
It was
couple
cherry
others.
pie. I didn't even get the cherry pie.
Well, speaking of cherry pie, so we went to a cherry festival today, and
Ooh.
it was an event that I was trying to get a booth at to sell my stuff, and they only take so many vendors, and when I applied for it, the vendors site was closed because they were full. So then last week, the guy that ran the festival emails me and says, "Hey, we got a couple spots open. Do you want one?" So I didn't see it until a day later, a day after he sent it to me. So the second day, I replied back, "Yes, I'll take a spot. Just let me know what I need to do." Crickets. Didn't hear nothing from him. I'm like, well, shit, whatever. So didn't get a spot. Well, we went anyways, and I got remember those cherry, they had cherry and apple things from McDonald's.
Oh, the turnovers.
The pies, the cherry pies and apple pies.
Yeah.
Well, they
Harvey's got
had those
turnovers.
not from McDonald's, but for the festival makes them, and I bought one, and I wish I'd have got more. So they were so freaking delicious.
Oh man.
The donuts were at Camp Devil Dog on the table.
No, Holly bought pies because she couldn't find donuts.
Yeah.
No, she brought donuts.
Yeah, she brought a thing of donuts.
Yeah. But the donuts never made it to the pavilion. It was just the pies and the cake. The donuts kind of stayed there, and we all destroyed those.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Mm. Mm.
Gotta have fuel, you know.
Dude, it's off topic, but it shows you how crazy things are. I just got this notice. Apparently
So
in Arizona, they were doing a drug raid on this guy that they had been spent 6 months building this case at, and they busted millions of fentanyl pills, 32 pounds of cocaine, 22 pounds of meth, and 4 firearms. And while they're executing this raid on this place, because people saw the vehicles, these groups came out to protest to abolish ICE, and they were like, "This has nothing to do with ICE." It's like,
right.
Dude,
People are stupid, man.
That's just so asinine that people want to put their selves in harm's way or put somebody else's lives in harm's way over something they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
oh yeah, because when they inject
they just need to
themselves,
start
they
knocking
totally
these
escalate the
assholes
situation.
in the head. I'm sorry, they just need to start knocking them in the head and taking them to jail.
Well, you know, this is where we need water cannons.
Water cannons.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to start gathering in the street, we're going to give you the announcement, and then you're fixing to get washed off the street.
Water cannons and tasers. Yeah.
So, and maybe you'll know
Well,
this,
if you can
Chad.
bind
I
them.
don't know the answer to it because it's my understanding that the 500 Marines that they sent to LA, they have no power, correct?
Basically, no, they're not doing anything. They're not in the right control or anything.
Explain
Like
to me
that.
why the fuck we would put them in harm's way of getting hurt.
They arrested one.
What they're
arrested
doing?
them.
What the Marines? And they're from 29 Palms, by the way. Is they're guarding federal buildings, so they're inside the
I
building.
know what they're doing, but I guess my whole point is why they're not giving them power because they're federal. They're not state. So they have basically no authority. Like the National Guard, they could actually carry bullets and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah,
Well, they can arrest. They arrested somebody that was, I guess, somehow must have been approaching the building, didn't follow the commands to exit the perimeter, and then they took him into custody. Okay. I think it depends on the escalation. The best way I would say it, my take on it is they're not fixing to let a Portland thing happen. So you're not fixing not to federal buildings. He doesn't have a say over any state or private public type buildings. It's only federal that Trump can actually go, okay, well, this is what I can do for sure,
Yeah.
without a doubt. I can reach over here and I can say, okay, nobody touches this. This is federal. And right now with the battle with the National Guard, because it was supposed to be a layered thing if I had understood Bongino right. So it was like you have your regular agency level agents, the DEA, the ICE, the HSI, FBI, all of them are doing these raids for the immigration, but these mobs were doing it. So then he was going to have the National Guard was that exterior perimeter for them. And if they started getting attacked, then this is when now you have attacked National Guard. So here you can meet the Marines. It's kind of like it is with federal buildings. You want to come fuck with a federal building, then you're going to meet the hardcore side.
Well, so the Koreans try to take on 500 Marines back in Korean War. I think there was like 10,000 of them or 3,000, something like that. And they found out that they couldn't do it.
Didn't work out so well.
Yeah, the
No.
Koreans and the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't, and we still don't know to this day how many the Marines killed. What's up, Maverick? Yeah, that's all they want to do. And you know, disruption. That's all this thing is about. Disruption and provide some type of cover for shenanigans. You know?
Maverick, are there any protesting down in your area? I looked at the map. I know there's protests up here in mine
Oh yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's how I was talking about it earlier. Me and my daughter were sitting here and we looked at the map earlier when she had come by to visit and everything this weekend, and we were talking about it because they live up around the Austin area, and so we were talking and we looked it up and we know some of these towns around here. We've just been here, so we're looking at some of these towns and it's like, yeah, here's this little indicator. It's like, really, who do you think in that town is going to actually show up to support this kind of shit? I mean, I guess if you go out there and dangle some grams of some meth out there, you might get you some little tweakers crawl out the woodwork. But I mean, this isn't because
What's up,
that's
Josh?
how it was with the mask. That's how it was with the whole BLM Antifa thing. Dude, I was literally having to tell the missus and send her to work with videos because nobody saw that shit down here. Nobody. Now there might be more people a little bit invested, and you got some little outside, but
Damn,
I'm
Josh.
kind of curious. And plus, then we already had an incident up there outside right in Austin, and they didn't take a blink of an eye. Because the one thing about Texas is our setup, I think, is the way I pick it up. Because it's like in California, you got this police, LA police. Oh, well, then they go to the National Guard, and it's like, well, see, that wouldn't be for us. You would be at that city level, and then DPS. DPS is the strong arm, and that's when the DPS needs backup, then the Texas military steps up. And so like up in Austin, man, you just end up with the damn 100+ DPS officers, and they just don't mind batoning your ass, and you're getting cuffed, and you're now in the Tahoe. That's just the way it works. And he has already activated National Guard in case their shit fires off in Texas. So the main key areas are El Paso, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. Houston apparently is one of the, and if you look at the map, you'll
I
notice
got you.
Houston
I got
has
you.
one of the main stars. And I'm kind of wondering if that is, the stars don't represent their like main events. Because if you look at that map, you'll see the stars are just kind of scattered. There's only about 5 or 6 of them. And like in Texas, it's in Houston. And I'm like, yeah, that might be your main event. So there's your concentration. That might be your really fired off spots. The other ones will just be dependent on your atmosphere in your area. Like here, you might get some little tweaker kids that are going to come out and hold a poster board sign saying, "This is bad."
Like 5 or 6 of them, standing at the corner of a stop sign, intersection. Yeah,
I guarantee you're not fixing to stop no traffic, and you ain't fixing to throw nothing at nobody. And you start screaming and get over there trying to stop somebody's car, and somebody's fixing to get out and whoop your ass. That's what's fixing to happen.
I've heard they're going to do some shit in Cleveland. I could see them doing shenanigans in Cleveland downtown because it's a standstill anyway. But if they get on the freeway, they're dead. They're fucking dead. Those people will run you the fuck over. I don't care. If you're doing the speed limit, they'll run you over. So anybody getting out there walking around, no, they just gonna get no. Cleveland won't play. And tell you the truth, last time they the Antifa showed up, they impounded their buses and arrested the whole lot of them. They set a fire. They set a cop car on fire. That was their big shenanigans, and they busted out some windows. And then when they tried to get back to their buses, they were impounded.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh, you're back. Hey, guess what? You're going
Well,
to
that's
jail.
I got to say, that's what I'm kind of waiting to see is how this is going to be handled. I mean, yeah, I know how the whole BLM, Antifa, and fine, you lit the country on fire and saw how that was, but that was different people in running shit. So kind of curious how you're fixing to handle this. How are you going to let this, how far out of control is this going to get?
Right. And so I don't see that's my observation from the Summer of Love. The cops were not allowed to be heavy-handed, and so the protesters were allowed to be more violent, and now the cops are allowed to be heavy-handed, and now the protesters have changed their tactics and let's go peaceful protest and just walk around and march around and they actually chant peaceful protest. But there you go. He's gonna send me an email there, Go Dog. But
Well, there's actually, some of them have been actually posting little things about, they're trying to set everybody up, so don't act. They're trying to get you to act. I'm thinking.
oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Act a fool.
I personally see the agitators are doing that to lull the sheep that they already have to run their front lines. Is go ahead and just get out there, because then while you do, I'm going to be the one about 8 people deep, and I'm going to hum that damn brick, or I'm going to hum that concrete chunk,
Right.
or that.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
But they fail to pull in the other side, which they want to pull in the Trumpers, to come down there so they can say that they were right about their protesting, and they don't do it. They don't. I've seen it several times in my area. They can't reel them in, so they probably too busy at work.
Yeah, I was going to say we're at work. We're at work, or the weekend. I'm not wanting to go to a protest, man. I'm thinking about what to eat and where to prop my feet up.
Well, we've got some around several here. Sheriffs coming on, and they said that if you start trying to burn stuff down, we're going to shoot you.
Oh yeah,
right. I mean, why not?
The Brevard County Sheriff.
Yeah.
You throw bricks at our guys or Molotov cocktails, and we're gonna shoot.
We will notify your next. We will notify your next of kin that you are no longer with us.
And he ends that with, "We will kill you, graveyard dead."
Yeah.
Damn.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Well, because that's That's why I said. That's why I was talking about earlier, man. It's gotten so radical. There's just a line, and you're morally, you have to draw that line and say, this is enough. You can't keep letting the little bullies run in the playground. It's time to go smack them.
Right. It's time to wake up.
Wake up.
What's up, Ghost? You nodded off on us. Are you getting tired? There you go. That's what it's all about.
He's back.
The beard was taking over the live stream. So yeah.
Hey, but I gotta say that was a pretty rhythmic nod going there.
Yeah.
Kind of had this real lolling kind of bounce to it.
Yeah, the beard's trying to hold on to the t-shirt while the head's like, yeah, no.
Get you a bread clip, put it right there.
He was doing neck setup.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2.
That's my fault for
Beard,
not sitting up in the chair. Leaning back in the chair makes me want to sleep.
beard push-ups. Lori Firefly Farm. She likes to hang out in the rain. She likes to play in the rain. But yeah, that's why. Well, I have to say I'm extremely tired myself. Oh God, and stores fuck. I'm hot, so it feels good. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we got some rain. I mean, who the hell's going to protest in the rain? I mean,
Paid actors. Whoa.
yeah, you're right. Some paid actors, I guess.
God damn, that was a rough one.
But that means they're not going to get anybody else to support them. So
Well,
it's gonna
the
just
umbrellas won't be pointing towards the cops; they'll be over their heads.
Mhm. Right. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I did see a picture on X of a dude that I guess he was posting it to whine about poor me, and I think most of the responses he got was FAFO, homie. But dude, he had a big old red whelp right here that he got foreheaded with one of them rubbers, and it's like, there you go, dude.
You see the dude that took the tear gas can to the nuts, and now he's suing because he can't make kids. It's like, you're really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That I don't know
He- well-
who grenaded him in the nuts with that tear gas shot, but that was a damn good shot.
It's
man,
one
see?
of the two people that high-fived each other. That's
Took that can back.
one of the
took
two
that
cops
can
that are
back.
like, "Good shot, bro."
I mean, he goes out there and he kicks a can and he turns around, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden you see, kaboom, thump. It's like, damn. That
Next
was a good
thing you know,
shot.
here's the little X video going, I gotta get surgery on my one nut. They were
There
mean.
you go. You're halfway to your sex change.
That was
Man.
that was an epic. I mean, it was straight.
I seen a
Yeah,
video where the lady,
I shared that.
the lady was protesting, and she got freaking nailed in the forehead with a rubber bullet, and she was bleeding everywhere. And then they're yelling at the cops for not helping render aid. And the cop's like, "Well, make up your mind. You want us gone or do you want us here? I mean, you
grab a tourniquet,
it's your job to serve and protect."
put a tourniquet on
And
her.
it
Should
was
be
like,
all
"Are
right."
you freaking kidding me? Like,
Well, I've
you
seen
want
a
to
few
throw
Proud Boy
bricks and
videos
bottles
like that.
at them, but then when you fuck around and find out that they're not playing, then you want them to help you."
Yep.
I've seen some of them Proud Boy videos that like that. You'd watch them. They're over there talking lines of shit to the cops, piece of crap. And of course, then here they show up and then they end up at the gauge. Next thing you know, they're running over towards them going, "Hey, help us. They're starting all this shit." It's like, oh, I thought they were the bad guys. What happened?
Oh,
Right,
now
Holly?
you want me to protect you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holly said, "What about the woman that brought her child to the riot?" And then they're all crying because she got tear gassed.
She needs to go to jail.
That's child endangerment.
Yeah,
That's it.
right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I've been watching a lot of the footage. I watch Agenda Free and some other ones, mostly Agenda Free. But yeah, it's just a lot of people, a lot of moms with strollers walking, people with dogs too. You bring your dog, really? It's just not the place to bring a dog or a kid, you know. But
Well, they're trying
that's
to do the
that's
work.
the yeah, right.
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Say you're kidding. No, I didn't say that, Cha-Cha. I was talking about the guy that got hit in the nuts with the tear gas.
What? The fuck?
Cha-Chas. I don't know. This Cha-Cha.
Don't make me start sending you memes and text messages because I'll do it.
Right,
bet you
right,
won't.
right, Lori. Dogs,
you won't.
dogs and strollers. Dogs and strollers. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I will
Look,
send
she's
you.
laughing at you because she's saying that's her way of saying you won't do it. She's just laughing at you.
She don't know the Ohio group, dude. I meme the fuck out of these guys.
Hey, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. All kinds of
I
shit.
will stay up till 3 a.m. just to send several hundred memes. I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Oh, look, Holly's even laughing at you now. So is Blue. Everybody's just there laughing at you, Ghost.
I'll remember the next time y'all go to the bug out and you need something. I'll be like,
Oh.
Laughy
FAFO.
emoji.
Yeah.
All right, I'm dropping off. I'm going to bed. I got shit to do in the morning.
Hey, later, Devil Dog. Good to see you,
All
brother.
right,
Later,
stay
Devil
safe,
Dog.
guys.
Have a good night, Devil Dog. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother.
All right.
Yes, it is late. Good night. Devil Dog Prepper, everybody. Is the CEO of Freedom Forest, right? Yeah, Freedom
Yeah.
Forest Creations.
Forest Creations.
Yeah. Yeah. A up and coming company for all your woodworking needs. So yeah, best of luck to you, Devil Dog. Right, yeah, Deathclaw does too. I haven't been on Discord in a while, but yeah.
I'm not
Look,
allowed on
Chacha says,
Discord,
I don't
so-
care. You talking to me?
You talking to me? You talking to me?
You
You
talking to me?
Who you
Like they
talking
always
to?
say,
Huh?
don't bark up the wrong tree because you don't know what's up that tree. I got banned from
Oh,
Discord. I don't know
I
how
guess he called you out, Chacha.
Carter will tourniquets is right. Carter arteries. Yep. Hey, my head's
Yeah.
bleeding. Put a tourniquet on your neck. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It's the quicker picker stupid solvers. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, you bleeding? Let me crank that. How you feel? Oh, you can't breathe. That means it's right. I'm getting there. All right.
Oh yeah. Man.
Neck tourniquet ain't right unless the eyes are popping out.
Right. Well, I don't know. Where are we going here, fellas? What direction are we headed?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I already went down that road and somebody woke me up.
Sorry. It had to be done.
Well, the funny thing is when I'm sleeping, I still hear everybody talking. It's just, yeah, I'm fried. This week was fucking 5 days Mondays.
Maverick, Double Dog just left.
Devil Dog has left the chat.
Yeah.
Between HVAC.
Holly says she's pissed off about
Yes.
Andy's farm.
So yeah, I found this and shared this on my community page. There's a guy, Andy's Farms. They got 75 acres right smack dab in the middle of New Jersey industrial area. They've had it for 150 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and so this place has been there for that long in their family, and there's been they basically built a city around them and plants and in neighborhoods in New Jersey, and so they've been offered money constantly, like to the sum of millions of dollars, and they refuse to sell, just absolutely refuse to sell. They're like, no. We don't. And they have cattle. They have cattle. There's cattle. They have a farm in the middle of the city of New Jersey, growing, raising cattle in the middle of this industrial, suburban kind of area. And so finally, the town, the courthouse, the county, whatever, whoever is going to say eminent domain and take their shit. So they either take the money or else. And so
Very
they're fighting
relative on it. Very relative on it. They can't do shit.
Yeah.
New Jersey has that law too. If you bury a relative on your property, it becomes a ancestral land and they can't be taken. Can't be fucked with.
Holly
Well,
said
it's New Jersey.
state doing it. Too bad they can't file something like well, I know, well, down here we have a lot of historical You can do historical landmarks, and so
Oh,
like your
the
home
state
has
is
been
in
there for 150 years, you can actually have that declared as a landmark. And then
Yeah, the
it's a
state
shame
is
they
going to
can't
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So
see down here, you're into individual. It's just you. What it does is you put a plaque out in front of your house and it has kind of a story. We have a few of them around here. It's old family stuff because it's been in that family. That house has been there since it was founded, type stuff. But I don't know how other states handle that shit. That sucks. That's just such a bullshit, dude.
yeah, yeah. I mean, by force, they kicked them off their property, that they've had for 150 years. It's crazy. Put a road right through her land in New Jersey. She lost, and they put, yeah, really, really, cha. I mean, yeah, that just goes to show you. I mean, that land is not yours. This land is not yours. You buy it, and they get to do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Right, Holly. They'll just find a way. They'll find a way to get you off that property by hook or by crook. Anyway.
Well, that's why I know around here it's been a pretty good lesson for a lot of people, because they did this expansion of Highway 59 coming out of Houston going up, and it's going to become the Interstate 69. Well, if you just hear that, people have always taken that because nobody ever thinks of. They just hear the road construction, but you really got to look into it because it impacts. And it's like that. Once people in the smaller towns started looking into it, they realized, oh shit. So some of them knew that whenever they started getting offered money to go ahead and jump on the top dollars, because if you do hold out, you're going to get bare minimum dollar whenever it comes time. Because dude, people were used to 59. Going up north, there's a little town called Corrigan. 59 goes through that town, and interstate is not going to go through that town, and the interstate is going to go around that town. Well, as that interstate goes around, that's going to be people's property, and that's land.
Yeah.
And seeing there was cattle people up around here, and that was been a big lesson a lot of people have learned. And there's still fights going on about some of it, but you can also tell whenever you know that you're going to lose the fight because the on ramps and the pier foundations for those on ramps have already started. And it's like, yeah, so the state's already decided that this branch is going around that way. So
Yeah. They have to continue construction. Sorry,
yeah.
sorry for your luck. We have to, even though you're fighting it, even though you might think you're winning, right? They just constantly
And
build.
I said that as soon as I ever heard the first idea of them, how that we're going to make that Interstate 69. I was like, what? Does anybody ever drive that and actually figure this out? Because I'm thinking of all these little towns going all this way. I mean, there's just, hell, our town, because it's the nearest post
On
office,
up, Nuttall.
it was just a blinking light. Now it ain't even a blinking light. I mean, and so, because see, interstates have different rules. Like with highways, you can just have a driveway off of a highway. You can have a store connected to a highway. You have an
Right.
interstate, you now have to have feeder roads, and you have to have on ramps and off ramps.
Yeah,
Which
you
then,
got to have easement.
yes,
Right. Yeah,
and
easements.
all of a sudden,
Lots of it.
yep. So it changed the dynamic of everything. And of course, there's that all, oh, it's growth, and I don't know. Sometimes I kind of wish we could just rewind, go back to some buggies, dude, buggies and horses. Let's just take our time, get where we're going, and you know what? We'd probably be better people.
Right. I don't know. I mean, our love affair with the automobile, is just progressed. evolved into something obscene. Yeah.
It's actually surpassed love of the automobile. Think about it. Now we got self-driving shit that we don't even drive. But there's you're just going to get in it and watch TV while you go from point A to point B.
Yeah, take a nap, you know.
Yeah,
It's a perversion.
I know. We went from drag racing, modding cars, doing shade tree mechanic, and everybody was trying. Now it's like, get in and push a button. Hey, I need to go here. All right, drive.
Right. Yeah, what's up, Metal? Spawn
Metal
of
Spawn.
How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. It is very lackluster. I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're at the. Are you at the meetup, Metal Spawn? Oh, she said no. Roger that, Maverick.
Yeah, times have changed for sure. I get excited when I see some muscle car go by. You know, I'm like, yeah. You know, or I hear, you know, idling at the intersection. I'm like, yeah, look at that.
I know, man. I miss the good old days. You just have that roll and lope. That was always cool. You'd be stopping and you hear that lope. It's like, oh, who is that? Where is that? Which one that was?
Yep.
Got me a tater cam.
Tell me,
Damn
get
thing
on it.
idles and hits the rockers on the ground every time it idles.
There.
You built a few of those.
Good old
How much
days.
does that get miles per gallon? Who gives a shit?
About 4. About 4.
Like I gotta go from gas station to gas station.
This thing ain't about gas mileage. It's about throwing the asphalt from the earth to the next planet. That's what this thing's built to do.
Dude, when I was young and I went in the army, I had a friend growing up, and his dad was friends with mine, and his dad owned a parts stores, and well, he had a SS 442, and I come back from basic on that little leave part, and he picked me up, and I get in the car, and he goes, I was like, damn, dude, it's kind of coming along. You could feel the little bounce.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, oh, it's come a long way. He had some 50s on the back. He said, yeah. He said, so we started to go, and you can feel it. We got pulled out onto the road, and he goes, so you want to see? And I said, yeah. He goes, hold on to your hat. And I said, my hat. And about that time, he nailed it. Dude, he put me so hard back in that seat. We stood up a little bit that my hat went to the back window. I had my cap on, my cover. My nice little flat cover, all nice starched up where I was looking
you're
all
just
stiff.
covered. Whoosh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I still remember that to this day. Just that getting thrown in
Latina,
that seat.
Cali. Oh, I'm sorry, Latina in Cali.
That's the Latin AI.
It's the Latin AI. What's up? What's up, Latina? I still call her Latina.
Latin.
Hola, mama.
Pretty much blue. It was one of the, and it was that model, and I forgot the actual year, but it had those swivel bucket seats.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And I just remember sitting in that thing, and then he was like, and I remember watching everything go up as I slammed back in it. My head went back and we come back down. And I'm like, shit. He was one of my running buddies. When we were growing up, we used to run around, and we had Buford. Buford was a double barrel, and it was kind of trimmed. I'll just say that at the time. And needless to say, street lights, mailboxes. We would just. Sometimes you just want to feel the kick and smell the gunpowder and watch something go into pieces. So we used to do that in the evenings when the sun would go down. Some of my wilder days, people would start shit at this little gathering area. So somebody would pass a word around and we'd end up, so next thing we'd show up. And if it was more than about 5 or 6, then Buford come out, and that's usually how you chilled down the masses.
Yeah.
Old Buford.
I know where I grew up at in Tennessee. Every street sign had a bullet hole in it, at least one or two.
Dude, I've been on calls when I was doing fiber, and we traced a problem down to a fiber line that was going through rear easement through woods and stuff, and that's what it apparently it had been. It looked like it was probably a 223 or something. Actually hit that fiber line and cut it almost in half.
Oh, damn! Really?
And it was
Well,
like, damn, yeah. So that shit still happened.
Bella. Bella's happy to not be homeless anymore. Oh, right on, Latina. Latina and Callie just got a rescue.
Oh, there you go.
Rescue pup. Bella is beautiful. Yep. Yep. We love our fur faces, little furry faces. Oh man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pass out. I think Ghost is already passed out.
No, I'm still awake.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah.
I got much left though.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, hey,
So,
appreciate you letting me hop up, Shad. And it's good to
Hey,
see you, brother.
anytime, man, anytime. Just thought I'd get up here and say, hey, I'm still alive,
Yeah.
Still kicking.
still doing the
It's good
thing.
to see you, Ghosty.
It's good to hang with you too, Rescue.
It's good to see everybody. Hey,
Oh,
happy birthday, U.S. Army tomorrow. Y'all enjoy it. Have a good
that's
Father's
right.
Day Sunday. Have a good Flag Day tomorrow. And if you happen to
Yes,
see
indeed.
somebody talking the line of shit, just laugh at them, flip them the bird, and wave the flag. That's
Yep,
what I say.
absolutely.
Make it a good day. Appreciate you, brother. Everybody, y'all take care. Peace.
All right, Rescue. Take care of yourself. Have a good night. And yes, everyone, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Devil Dog, good seeing you. Hanging out with us. Oh, and giving us the rundown of Freedom Forest Creations. It's going to be exciting. And Ghost Lincoln, thank you, brother, for hanging out here.
Dude, that
And,
sleep hit hard.
participating in shenanigans, sanctioned shenanigans.
Oof.
And everyone in chat, thank you very much for hanging out here. Big lackluster Friday salute. Congratulations. You survived the week. The week is now yours. Happy birthday to the U.S. Army, 250 years old. Happy Flag Day. Happy birthday to Trump. Yeah, why not? President Trump. He's 79 years old. That's crazy. He doesn't look a day over 60. I don't know. But what else is going on? Happy Flag Day. Happy weekend, everyone. So yes, and happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. You know, I like Lori's idea. Get out in the rain. That's a good idea. So and thank you, Cha Cha. Thank you, Firefly. Thank you, PEMT. Thank you, KP Heathen. Thank you, Latina and Cali, Blue Butterfly, Maverick, Holly, Devil Dog, whoever else is still in chat hanging out here, all 14 of you people, you beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you very much and
Beautiful.
have a good night. Skull.
Later, everybody.